No, I'm just a councilman. I don't know how to use it. I can't use an AED.
But if you're certified.
I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation. Vacation day today. I can't use an AED.
I will use it.
No, she won't.
There's no battery in it. I'll do it old school way. I can.
Okay. Okay. All right, Tony, Mr. Liggett, come on up.
Thanks for coming in early.
No problem. Speak loud.
People that are watching.
Pull it down to
I think it's pretty good.
maybe. I'll tell you.
Just pretend like you're at karaoke.
You don't want to hear me sing.
Jackie will get up there and sing.
Good afternoon. Where do we want to start?
Beginning.
Sheriff, page 5.
General 1,000. What type of an increase were you looking for to get for your guys and yourself?
10%. So my salary is based on 60% of what the prosecutor makes. They're not getting a raise through the prosecutor and the judges this year. So the reason mine is even an increase is because for some reason, the previous councils didn't do the 60%. So mine is like $2,000 more.
Yeah, we did.
No,
I remember we calculated it.
nope. 10% would have been 110.
I think
You did 108.
I think we didn't do it at the middle of the year, right? We just did it at budget time for the next year, but we
Yeah.
did not go to the
Middle of the year.
middle of the year the next year.
Because they get their normal increase in July.
That's right, okay. So you're asking what then? You're asking,
For me, it's just the 2,000, the difference for the 60% to get to where it's supposed to be. The deputies is a 10% increase.
You say 10%.
yeah.
Okay.
And quit working.
Merit board's the same?
Yeah, merit board is basically the same. They're still at $25 a meeting.
What's a merit board?
So all of our deputies are merit deputies. So the merit board helps with the retirement, helps with hiring and any kind of disciplinary action for the deputies.
Which one?
Merit board.
I don't know, ask him.
So the merit board, you're saying stays the same?
Yeah, it's $25 a meeting.
Okay, so you having more meetings?
No. They meet once a month.
Because it's raised up.
Yeah,
And it was down from 24, so I don't know what the
So you just wanted it
20,
1,500?
25 a meeting, five people per meeting per month. So 125 times.
So you only need 1,500. For some reason, it's 1,620, so we just wanted to,
Okay.
that's okay to leave it at 1,500 then?
If that's the number, yeah. It's just $25.
Okay. The specialty paid deputies is the $500 for the higher educated officers.
Correct.
We had discussed that last year, and I don't think that it went through last year, but that's what that is.
So basically what that is we can do all of our state training, or the state mandated training ourselves, because we have instructors that have gone through instructor schools, and all of our we have our own driving instructors, shooting instructors, things of that nature. Well, the specialty pay is, I think I included that breakdown in your stuff, but basically, again, every other department, even the other local departments, give specialty pay for people who do that. So $500 if you're a driving instructor, $500 if you're a general instructor of everything, and then cap it out. You know, because we have guys that have multiple things, but cap it out, I believe, at $1,000, 2 specialty pays that they could give. And we kind of skipped one of the overtime. We get $6,000 for 11 guys. Is not sufficient. So Flora basically doesn't have 24-hour coverage. Burlington can do. We're taking, the only calls we really don't have to take is Delphi has somebody on duty all the time. And we are running around with one guy on duty because of all the comp time, which is ridiculous, that we have to get our overtime paid up so we can cover shifts. And $6,000. We could go through that in a couple of months, and then everything goes to comp time. The other kind of change that's on here too is the uniforms and leather goods. I attempted to get this last year. This is our Browns are our Class A uniform per se. These are very expensive. My goal was, I don't know if you've seen any of the guys wearing the black polo shirts and the green, like 511 tactical pants.
Yeah.
That stuff's way cheaper. So when you go to replace it, it doesn't cost nearly as much to replace as, you know, this is $100 shirt just for the shirt. And much like everything else that generally happens around here, anybody you see, which is my entire department, it was denied last year, and they bought their own. So.
Do you supply a bulletproof vest?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we just got those this year, so we're good for 5 years, unless we happen to hire somebody else. But we had a grant for that, yes.
Okay, good.
So if they're gonna be cheaper than that, why are you tripling it?
Has more employees.
Because we have to get everybody done all at one time. That's actually, again, pretty cheap for a $13,000 ask. That was what it would take to convert everybody to it.
I just thought you said some of them already had them.
Yeah, they bought them themselves.
They're basically wearing their own personal stuff at work.
Yeah, not basically, they are.
Yeah. I mean, it's,
Cause I guess I'm just looking in like 5,000, in 24 you only used 5,097. And if you were buying those in 24, and they're twice as expensive.
If we were buying what? Yeah, because we keep wearing them. These pants, kind of embarrassing, these pants are probably 15 years old. So my shirt is quite possibly 15 years old. I have long sleeve and a short sleeve and a pair of pants. And that's how everybody is. So we try and get by with what we have and make it last. But you get blood on them from somebody you're arrested, or you get in a fight or something like that, and you're having to replace it. We pinch pennies.
And then the rest of most of that, aside from automotive maintenance, again, every year they give us 20 or 25. And it's never enough. That barely gets us through half the year. I've already come back this year and had to get more money for automotive maintenance. We have, I'm gonna get the number wrong right off the top of my head, but we have like 20 vehicles that we have to maintenance. And that's tires and brakes and all that stuff's very expensive. And we don't have our own mechanic to fix that, so we can't even reduce those costs. We're having to take it to different places to have those things worked on. But $25,000 is not scratch the surface of it. And everything else is contract stuff.
How come the mental health services doubled? Is that a contract?
No, it's not, we don't have a contract, it's a per, so we're not allowed, I'm not allowed HIPAA, if somebody goes to that, they send me a bill with a number, I don't know who goes, but that's just the number we asked for last year, you guys reduced it, same number asked for. And you guys reduced it to 5,000, yeah.
And then motor vehicles and outfits.
So
Outfit
those
vehicles.
actually got rolled over, those are cube cap.
Let's keep going.
And we do,
The
Motor
vehicles,
for the
vehicles
new
and
people, we do 3 new police
gotta
cars
do it
every
one place or
year,
the other.
and we'll take them out.
What does pick up prisoners mean from other
Yeah,
jails?
I've always been, since I became sheriff, I'm not sure why that almost seems like it'd be better in the jail budget. But if we have somebody in, well, we recently had somebody in Las Vegas that was picked up on a Carroll County warrant. That alone cost us like $5,000 just to get that one person
Oh, gosh.
from Las Vegas. to
Can't
Carroll
put no more in
County.
the jail budget.
So that's what the pickup prisoners is, it's for
Out
the
of town.
extended
I see.
trips.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just don't know
No,
this.
you're fine, yeah.
Jail budget, 8.6.
What is it, 26?
Yeah, 26.
Rate percentage of raise you like?
I'm sorry.
Percentage of raise that you would like?
I asked for 10%. It's probably different for the matron. So again, I included in some of my documents I put to you. The matron is supposed to make what a base salary for a deputy makes. And it's not even close. It hasn't been close. I don't know if I included it, but there's some case law where a matron sued for and got 20 years worth of back pay.
Isn't she the one we just gave the raise to?
No, that was the jail commander. I reduced the correction part-time / civil process. We really don't have any part-time corrections officers. We use that line as basically, we have Joe Stewart comes in and serves court papers for us. So that's what we pay him out of. And I think 5,000 instead of 10,000 will cover that. But his hours too are kind of, it varies on how many court papers, so. Maintenance has been a blessing, so I thank you guys very much for that position. As a matter of fact, and I think I figured this, I talked to Tracy and Brady the other day. I just got a contract submitted to me for our generator out of the jail. We by state law have to get that checked on and inspected at least once a year. So the people that put it in sent me a quote for $4,590 a year to come out twice, perform maintenance and inspect it. So I went to our maintenance guy and said, this is ridiculous, what can we do? And he's basically said he can do all the maintenance himself, we don't need to pay somebody else to do it, we just need somebody to inspect it. So he got a hold of Houston Electric, and instead of $4,300, it's only gonna cost us $525.
Good.
So there alone, he just saved us
Yeah.
roughly $4,000,
Good deal.
but his pay is entirely too low. For 50,000, I anticipated a handyman, you know, just somebody that knew a little bit. The guy we hired ran Carroll High School maintenance, Delphi High School maintenance, and knows what he's doing. I hope he stays, that's all I'm saying, because, again, he just saved us $4,000 in one sitting. He's actually already, we'll get to the utilities too, and he's working pretty diligently. Our utility bills are outrageous, and he's working pretty diligently to get those down as well.
Lights out 4 hours earlier. Lights out during the day, nap time.
All you get is a crank flashlight.
Tracy brought up the jail bedding and linen, and I talked to Lori after we talked. We think we can reduce that fairly significantly.
Flush it down the toilet, don't give them another one.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's something else we're still dealing with, is the grinder.
Yeah.
I still have that I'm hoping to get going before the ground freezes. So, yeah, and then we're down to utilities. I don't think any of us, what, am I moving on? What are you shaking your head about?
No, I'm just looking at the utilities, thinking how this jail was gonna, and it's
Yeah, I don't think any
even
of
more
us-
than doubled. I can't believe it.
I don't think any of us anticipated the amount of utilities. Just the electric bill alone is $7,000 a month. And that's going from 1,500, as I recall, at the old place. So again, everything is computerized. It's all high-tech stuff. And the maintenance guy thinks he can turn down. So we have to keep the lights at a certain, like in the inmate area. We have to give out so many lumens. But he believes he can turn those down. And there are just other ways that he's come to me that he thinks he can reduce it. But it's not gonna be to the tune of $5,000 or $6,000 of reducing. Plus everything's LED, so I don't really know what turning down LED lights are gonna help that much.
Yeah.
He's working on that aspect of it. Cause yeah, we did 35%
Yeah,
increase
not
this year.
not 65.
And we had to come, we weren't gonna make it.
Is it the same way? Have you checked with other jails that have rebuilt?
And that's where we got the 35% for last year. We called around.
Yeah.
to the
So
new
why is
jails
ours?
and
Why is ours 66? And I mean, why is it? I mean,
again, best I can tell you is we're working on it, and now that we got the maintenance guy, we're working towards it. But we've had, just so you know, I've had REMC back out there checking the meters, and Houston Electric back out there, and everything's functioning as it should be. And it don't get me wrong, it's gonna be an increase. It's a bigger facility, it's a lot bigger facility. Again, all the lights shut off automatically, like if you leave a room and leave the lights on, they're on a timer and they shut off, so. The building structures and maintenance, we only did 5,000 because it was gonna be a new place. Well, all the warranties run up in February for the new place. So we went back to the 25,000 is what we were normally getting at the old place, and hopefully that will take care of it. And that is what, like this $500 for the generator inspection, I'll just pay that out of that as well. The radiations, physics, that's a contract, that's for the body scanner that we got. Has to be inspected every year. Accurate controls, so accurate controls is what controls the whole jail. I think I put that stuff in there for you. But if you, the rates, if you don't do the maintenance contract with them, the rates are outrageous. It'll cost us, if one thing goes wrong, and I didn't do those numbers, but it'll cost us almost as much just to have them come and fix if we have a major problem. That controls the doors, everything. So that could run us just as much as the maintenance contract itself.
Tony, are you under contract with Brenico for fire inspection?
Yes.
For how many years?
It may be year to year.
Year to year?
I think it's year to year. I'd have to double check. And again, that's something I have to have for the state.
Yeah, I used to use them, and I found another company that you might want to look into.
Let me know.
Could be also they're not allowed in there, like US Ag, the people coming to inspect ours have to be certified to be on a plant at a certain area, at certain sites. So we have to use a certain company, even though there's other cheaper ones.
Yeah, well, it just depends on what type of fire system they have.
Yeah.
too.
Does a reliable come in every so often?
Every month.
Every month?
I'm just laughing.
Back to the reliable, they were gonna do all the rodent, with Packers being right there. We're doing that ourselves. They were outrageous for that.
How many times a year does the jail get sprayed?
It's wired.
For,
4?
no, I mean, with reliable, once a month. They come in every month and spray.
The
What
interior,
reach?
he doesn't do the exterior.
Yeah, I don't do.
I know, Mike. I know.
It's my,
No, I know where she's going.
I don't do the exterior.
You mean I'm not
Don't look at me like that.
We can get a dog come on there.
I'll move the podium up.
The medical,
Tony,
dental.
hey, Tony, you want to bring your podium forward and so you can talk into that?
Whoops.
There.
The top piece
Mike, you might know this. Do you all have the same trash removal place? Or do you all have somebody
Now,
different?
I think, Tony,
Waste management. We're waste management.
are you waste management out there? Yeah, ours is waste management too.
Y'all need to get a new estimate
Yeah.
on that ASAP.
I just want it
Super high. Trash.
a little bit, so you're
No, I'm not having an idea.
It rained.
It's not enough rain.
up a little bit more.
Do you want me to sit on the desk?
Call the dumpster fire for a reason.
It's going through that. I can hear mine.
Oh, it's working?
Well, I understand that, but we're not recording.
I'm live streaming and I'm hearing everything.
I know, that's live streaming, that's not the recording. Just scoot it up a little bit more, please.
Let's do that more.
Yeah. And we'll just do it this way.
Trash cans.
Just don't
That's
knock
the,
it off.
that's the name of it.
Famous last words.
Way too.
Did you hear that, Tony?
No, I'm sorry.
You need to get some other estimates on trash removal and waste management,
Whoever she got was
Keith
cheaper.
looked-
other than them.
Keith,
Okay.
Who's got the Delphi?
Trash cans. I think.
Trash cans, On Point is
On
Fourth.
Point's not, I've called On Point 3 times and they've never returned my call.
no, maybe they're busy, lacking employees. you know, like everybody else, just trying to calm down. Just everybody's saying waste management is, you can get it for a fourth of what you're paying with waste management.
Yeah, that's just who we had before, so.
And I think if everybody in the county had the same, if, you know, maybe you could say, hey, we'll get you everybody in the county, they'll probably cut you a better deal.
Right, we also tried to do that with fuel for several years, trying to go into a fuel contract with somebody, but nobody wanted to do it.
Thanks.
I don't know what a field contract is.
Yeah, that's one of those
Years
things
trainer.
I've kind of preached since I became sheriff, if we would use our county buying power on a lot of things,
Yeah.
that would save us a ton of money. But I'll digress from that. So the medical, dental, and doctor, so in your stuff, I think the medical is 139,000, and that just covers the actual medical company and the nurse and things like that. So the rest of that is all the incidentals, anytime they go to the hospital, anytime they actually go to the dentist and leave our facility, go to the dentist, there are costs that come with that. And that medical company that we have the contract through, we pay them a little extra to scrub bills that go outside of the count, from outside of their example, and I haven't got the number back, but we just got a bill last month for one hospital stay was $91,000 just for the one stay. So that's in the process of being scrubbed. And I don't know what the total is gonna end up being, but they scrub it down to Medicaid, Medicare rates, so. And then meals for prisoners, I think we can reduce that. I reduced that $25,000
To 200?
to 225. Was Tracy wrong?
No, I was thinking you were gonna reduce it another 25.
I don't think we can.
Just say it's gotta be kinda
You
hard.
order from McDonald's a lot?
Nope. And I think if I put the contract in there, I think you can see the cost of each meal. I believe it's right around $2.50, $3.
I think you said it was like $2-3. That's,
Which we couldn't go to McDonald's and eat that. And it's actually, this company's been pretty good. I would eat that every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner myself,
How
so.
many prisoners are you averaging right now?
It's been down, but I think that is from the Richard Allen trial that the courts got all backed up. So we're staying right around 50, 55. I think we got up to 60, but those seem to be trending up since that trial's over and the courts are starting to get back on track.
Are we storing any prisoners for anybody else that are overloaded?
No.
Okay. 28, warehouse security, or is that it for that one? The rest of them are contracts.
Yeah, the rest of them are.
How much of a raise for the part-time security officer?
I don't know that I did any, to be honest with you.
And $2,598.
Was the increase. So yeah, that might have been a 10% then too. I think I just kept it.
How many hours are they working? Are you
25.
thinking about moving that up?
I would love to move that up a little bit. They would
I
have
mean,
to
I
go
thought maybe that's
full-time.
why you put that much.
No, they would have to go to full-time, which is very warranted. As a matter of fact, we had to scale them back because they've been working when trials are going on and things like that. They worked more than their 25. So now their numbers are not, to stay within the budget, they're not here as much. So for the record, that could easily be a full-time positions.
the part-time security
So-
officer.
Yeah, it could, for two, yeah.
So sometimes when I come in here, they're both working at the same time in the office. Why are they both working at the same time?
And I don't want to say I haven't micromanaged them, but they know this court schedule way better than I do. So I've kind of let them have some leeway as to when they need to be here. Like Larry helps immensely. He's bilingual, so he comes in a lot when Hispanic type things are happening, so, but I've addressed that with them as to why. My intent was one to work like 8 to noon and the other one work noon to 5 or something like that, but I've trusted them to this point that they know, but it's also scaled their hours back, allowing them to do that, so. Right, there, yes. Yep.
Okay.
And I hear nothing but
I think they do a great job.
great things from the courthouse about having them around.
Okay.
Animal
Animal
control.
control, page 30.
Is that up? The hours are up, it's 15,000 now to provide that?
Well, yeah, his numbers were really down because we didn't have anywhere to take any of the dogs.
Okay.
Now we got the kennel, and so he's
You guys
he's
end up
staying
building?
busy. I don't know if y'all are on Facebook, but he's staying pretty busy.
How many dogs can you? I
Oh,
mean, how
we
many
can only
kennels?
hold 3 at a time.
Three. How expensive are the kennels?
How do you mean?
I mean, what's it cost to buy more kennels?
So the kennel that we have, so there was kind of a little issue with that. Out of what I believed was ARPA money, you guys gave $15,000 towards that.
What's the professional services?
Right, but it was supposed, they approved the 15,000.
What's the 4,000 professional services?
Any kind of vet visits and things like that that we may need to do.
Picking up somebody's pig.
Vern?
Accident.
Was it Vern? Is that
Yeah,
Vern?
pig got arrested. Where is the sheriff near to call my house?
36 accident report, as is. 43 firearms training.
Again, that's mostly just appropriating all those for use.
Wait, are you on 36 or 43?
As is.
Said
Okay.
fire 44.
52.
Well, now we're on 52.
Huh?
All the rest
The rest
these
of them
were
are
just
all
kind of
good.
saying
Okay.
They're all
Okay.
just cash balance that he had. at the time
Okay.
he came in, but
Thank you, Tony.
Well, I want to point out something real quick. I wish I'd have done this better for you guys, but I ran out of time with my chicken scratches. And this pertains to salaries. So I don't even want to, we're not even comparing us to places like Tippecanoe County or things like that. But I pulled this out of Gateway example. I highlighted Darren Dennis. It was the first year at Delphi. Hadn't had the academy, never been a cop. He made $68,500 for Delphi City. Colin Deckard, who was a sergeant there, made $73,500. Jensen Reef left us to go to Delphi, and he made $68,500 for Delphi. Even if I would have given him my entire overtime budget, which is only $60,000 or $6,000, he still would have been $3,000 short of what he would have made here. Toe Blesenby's been here 40 years next year, and Jensen Reef makes more than he does. Darren Dennis, the first-year officer, made more than he does. Our guys are the lowest paid officers in the county, not even out of the county. I'd really like for you guys to consider that.
The salary
All of those.
comparisons?
I didn't get those information sheets.
They weren't in the back.
No, I looked.
should have been right behind this.
Yeah, I think it was right there. Maybe.
Here they are. Never mind, they're in the front.
In the front.
Is that it?
Yep.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Nick, do you want to come up next? Sure. Page 10, prosecutor budget.
Well, did you want me guys to go through, how do you guys want me to do this? Want me to go through
What
Do-
was the percentage you asked?
each
Percentage
item?
of
or-
raise that you're asking for?
I don't know. Did everybody get the supporting documents I put in with it?
We got it.
It should all, I just did what I used is I think Tracy actually created it. I took the current salary plus the average surrounding counties and then based the salary or the raises based on those things.
Okay.
I don't remember the percentage I did. I think it was a different percentage for each person. I don't think I did it across the board, like
Okay.
2%, 3%. I did it based on I also went to White County because they have a similar population to us and looked at what they paid their staff and used that as well to figure in what I thought was appropriate for the amount of time they've been here, the amount of work they put in and those kind of things.
Okay.
His is one of the ones that we're gonna have to dig into and split out now, so.
I also looked at Circuit and Superior Court staff. I feel like our staff should be paid at least the same as them instead of less. They have 6 people up there. We have 2. And we are what generates their workload. Like it starts with us, right? To make criminal cases start. And every motion we file, we have to put a proposed order with it. So we're even typing the orders a lot of times for the court. And my staff right now is making less than they make. And so I'd like to at least get them to what they're making up there with 3 times the staff members that we have. And so I kind of took that as well into consideration when coming up with the numbers for the staff. Do you want to go through the rest? How do you,
The rest
this is
of
a new board, so I don't know how you guys want me to do it or how you want me to talk about.
Yeah, the rest of them is, there's pretty much, only if you have a major change.
Okay, so,
I'm not seeing-
yeah, the major changes is that I proposed this about 6 months ago or 7 months ago. It would be nice to have, we're supposed to have 3.6 prosecutors in our office. We have 2. And it would be nice to get up to 3 full-time prosecutors. And the thought I had is to have a prosecutor half-time in my office and half-time in the 4D office. And that would give us 3 total prosecutors, and we could split the cost between my office and the 4D office. That would save us a little bit of money because we get reimbursed 66% of any money we spend on 4D. So that's a big change that I put in there to get rid of the part-time 4D prosecutor and make 1 full-time prosecutor, but be half in my office and half in the 4D office, which is also my office, but split between the 2. Is that, I know it's a little bit tricky math. That makes sense. And we'd get a little bit of a break because the 40, and I asked for 40 grand for my office and 40 grand for 4D. We would get reimbursed 66% of the 40 grand for the 4D. And so it'd save us a little bit of money. We'd get a full-time prosecutor, but at a discount in my mind, because we'd get reimbursed some of the money from 4D.
You guys still have that sheet that he gave us?
Yeah.
I do. I'd have to
'Cause
find
that'll explain all this.
Yeah,
It's hard to,
It's hard to verbalize into words, but
now this paper, it's all what's on stated on this paper.
my hope is that we would be able to find, if we have another full-time prosecutor, because right now the part-time 4D prosecutor just comes in and he covers court when we have 4D court. So he'll come in because we have to have an active attorney in there to handle those cases. So Shaylin can handle all the paperwork and she does that every day. And then the part-time prosecutor comes in, I think they have it twice a month right now, and comes in for court those 2 days. But there's so many cases we're not filing, and that's really my big problem right now. We're leaving a lot of meat on the bone, if you will. I mean, there's a ton of cases we can't file, or a ton of cases we can't even get to because of hours in the day and staffing. So like right now, a child pornography case sitting in my queue that's been sitting there for 4 weeks, so I haven't been able to get to it because we just have other cases. We don't file any non-supportive dependent for child support, which is the criminal case associated with child support because we're on the man hours. And these are cases I'd like to get to and like to get to at a quicker basis and file those things because they directly affect victims in this county, but we only have 36 hours a week and we just can't get to it.
And then don't forget about the trial, when that comes through to where if you don't get them the information they need, then they can roll.
So the trial is still a very active case. It's not even made it to the Court of Appeals yet. The defense is working on their appellate brief. Once that gets done, the state will then have time to respond. Whatever decision the Court of Appeals makes, that could get transferred to the Indiana Supreme Court, and we could go through the same process again. Whatever decision, if the Indiana Supreme Court takes it, whatever decision they make could get appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court, and we go through the same process again. All the way, the county has to pay for those attorneys that handle that case from the defense side, not from the state side. The Attorney General's office will handle it from the state side. However, consistently 2 or 3 times a week, I get a request for under FOIA or ARPA. FOIA is the Freedom of Information Act. ARPA is essentially the same thing. I can't remember what the acronym stands for. And it's from people requesting documents from that case, whether it be body cam footage, police reports, all those things. We have to respond within 7 days. That's what the law says. You can't just say, nope, we're not going to mess with it. We have to respond. Now, since the case is open, I believe a majority of that stuff is privileged. Once the case reaches its finality, which I don't know when that'll be, those requests become much more complicated. It's going to fall on the county to go through and redact all the information and 26 terabytes of information. You have to redact social security numbers, driver's license numbers, birth dates, anything that's privileged information, and then copy that in a way that you can give it to the public. Right now, I'm handling all of them, and I'm not the county attorney. I don't have the manpower to redact that stuff, and I'm not real sure how the county's going to address that. But if I were to not answer these, that'd mean the county could get sued. Somebody would have to answer. Somebody that knows about FOIA and about ARPA. I don't know anybody besides me that knows about that stuff and what the rules are and the laws are associated with that. So there's a huge expense that you're going to have to consider at some point. How are you going to handle that? If you want my office to handle it, I can't do it with the staff I have now. There's just no way. Imagine redacting over 1 million pages of documents. I mean, it's going to take time. Anything that's not redacted is put out there in the public. That's not supposed to. The county's liable for it. If you don't answer the ARPA or the FOIA request, the county's liable for it. We got sued probably 4 years ago. Somebody wanted the 911 tapes of the Floor fire, and I thought they were privileged information. County attorney didn't agree with me. County got sued and we won. I was right, but it still cost the county 40 grand, I think, in attorney's fees, or 50 grand in attorney's fees. But we can't have somebody just say, hey, let's just give it out because that's the easy thing to do, because that's just not right. And there's a lot of stuff that's privileged information in here that we want to protect. A lot of the investigation involves tips of members of our community, and a lot of that information is privileged, and we just don't want that out there to harm the members of our community. So just something you're going to have to think about in the future. Right now, since it's still in the appellate court, I believe 99% of that stuff is privileged information, but at some point it may not be. Right now, the court in Allen County is handling all the public exhibits that people request. Thank goodness they're handling those for us, because that's a big job in itself just to get all that stuff out. I mean, you're talking thousands of pages of documents between the various motions. The trial transcript was 6,000 pages, I think. So something to think about in the future. What are we going to do to handle those things? And is that going to be, whoever does that needs to work in conjunction with my office to make sure that we're taking out all the things that are privileged and we're not releasing stuff that's not supposed to be released. So something to think about in the future for that. Right now, I mean, I just got another FOIA request yesterday. I don't know. I've met with IPAC, and I really shouldn't be answering these on behalf of county offices. That's really not my role. I'm not the county attorney. But you also can't have somebody saying, yeah, just release it at the risk of messing up the case if it has to come back. I mean, this is very, very sensitive information. And we can't, the theme seemed to be in the past, look, let's just be safe than sorry and let's just give them what they want. We can't have that attitude with this stuff because it is very sensitive information. So, something to think about. I don't know how to address it. I've been handling the flow myself, but it's only going to get worse, and I don't know what to do with it. And that may be an executive session we need to have at some point with Mr. Johnson. I don't know. I really don't know what to do about it. But I don't have the staff to handle it or to handle the request, really. So that's something to think about in the future.
So 4D prosecutor is your next one? Page 31.
Yep, 4D, and that's kind of where it gets goofy because I want to do half and half. I want to do a part-time 4D, but I want to up their salary to $40,000 so I can split it with the half-time in my office to make that an $80,000 gig, because I think it'd be more attractive. I can probably get somebody of value and experience in there. And if we have a half part-time prosecutor in 4D, it's going to be here every day. I'll be able to file more cases and get more bang for the buck.
And we do get 66, that's...
66% reimbursed.
Yeah.
And I didn't do that math.
Everything else looks pretty good in that one.
Diversion, I didn't do much change in the diversion funds.
Can I ask you a question first before you move on?
Sure.
For the prosecutor and the prosecutor you want to have in your office, why are you doing part-time if they're going to be full?
Because we can only get reimbursed through 4D for work they do on 4D. So if a 4D attorney prosecutor cannot do a child molest case. So we have to separate that out because we have to, like right now, we have to keep track of what hours the prosecutor spends on 4D stuff to get the reimbursement. Much like the public defender where they have to mark down their hours. So we have to have a fine line to say, okay, he's working on 4D stuff now, and he's working on, say, domestic battery, child molest, those cases, so we get reimbursement.
I get that part.
Okay.
But the hours is what I'm talking about, on the salary ordinance. If you put down that they're part-time, then they only can work so many hours.
Sure.
So they would only work 25 hours in the one department and
Yes.
25 hours in the other department.
Yes. Or is it the maximum amount of hours we could have a
Can
week?
they
I don't know
not
if it's
do
25,
that
I don't know if it's
without
whatever
being
it is.
part-time?
You can't work 25 in one department and 25 in another. That's 50 hours and that's 10 hours of overtime. You can't be part-time in two different offices.
So you would have to keep
can
their
split
hours
pay.
below in order to keep.
Or you can split the pay between. I think what he's intending to do is split the pay. It's really a full-time person, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That he's splitting the pay. The word part-time really shouldn't be there. It should be,
You're just trying to
Yeah.
describe it, right?
Right.
Okay.
Because it wouldn't
So
be
we'll just need to
full-time in
take
my
the part
office.
time out.
Salary ordinance like that, it would just go on.
It wouldn't say part-time, it would just say,
Right.
say prosecuting assistant
Yeah.
or something like
And
that.
then it'd be-
No, not
It would be
assistant.
deputy prosecutor,
There
but
you go,
yeah.
yeah.
it shows, in the salary ordinance, it shows 25 in one department and 25 in the other.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I was just trying to.
So
clarify.
axe the road.
However you want to word it, but yeah, half-time in my office, half-time in 4D. I want to do more stuff at the 4D office. I want to file more cases, frankly, for people that are behind on child support because it's important to me. That's something that directly affects the members of our community when the kids aren't getting child support from the non-custodial parent. And we can't file as many of those because we don't have help. And if I can file a criminal case that's tied to that 4D case, I have more teeth. That's a level 6 felon. They have 2.5 years hanging over their head as opposed to the 4D where you only have 120 days. And it's just bigger teeth. And if they do it twice, the next one's a level 5 felon. That carries with it 6 years, up to 6 years imprisonment. I could have a lot of power if over these people if I can have the ability to file the criminal cases with the 4D cases. But we don't have. I get paid for 37.5 hours a week, and I'm already up to like 50. I don't have time to. We just don't have the manpower to file anymore.
I know, I'm stressed over your child pornography case you haven't gotten to yet, so.
It's killing me, but you have to set aside about 2 or 3 days. I mean, there's thousands of pictures you have to go through.
Okay.
And so it's just difficult to find time. I mean, we're in court every day, you know, it's so difficult, and there's only 2 of us. I mean, every criminal report that comes to this county, either I review or Stacy reviews.
The
And that's a
pretrial's okay.
hell of a lot of reports.
So this is
So-
just one that we're gonna dig into really, really, really hard, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Nick.
One more thing, I also did ask for the 5,000 bump for us, for Stacy and I, because of the amount of work we do. And the main reason is that the council's approved, public defenders get paid $110 an hour now for every hour they work, regardless if it's 100 or regardless if it's 20. I only get paid $91 an hour if I work 37 and a half hours a week.
And we did approve that for this year, correct?
No, took it away.
Didn't?
I don't think so, it'd be in your 2021.
Yeah, they took it away. I never did, I don't know why, but,
Okay.
and so I'm trying to get us up to
I guess just in my head, I thought.
more comparable, I guess, to the public defenders. I don't know why we're paying PDs more than prosecutors, but this is what it is. So anyways, okay, if you have any other questions, let me know. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Page 39, Hunter Alterman.
This is his first, so be nice.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, perfect.
What is 39?
No, something's wrong.
The cover.
Covered Bridge. That's a festival.
Yeah, me messed up.
Okay.
Oh, it's the Covered Bridge Fund for the covered bridges. We have 2 of them.
Okay, so we want to skip that and go to Cume Cap 40.
No?
Still gotta be 39.
1134 covered bridges as is. Well, I don't remember this.
We've never budgeted it before.
Oh, why didn't you say something?
Well, we don't have to, but we just spend out of it. But he was told to make a budget for every fund that he
Yeah.
had. So there we
You know
go.
Yeah,
what?
that's on
I
me,
have-
sorry.
I have that wrote down in my notes from last year's budget.
There's gonna be repairs needed.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Okay.
So this is the new fund that I have wrote down that they wanted broke out. All right, well, good job on it.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good. We'll go to
You
40.
see all this
Well,
stuff,
we
you
know.
know.
40?
40.
Because you don't make any sense.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ms. 40.
What increase are you talking about for your guys this year asking for?
That's the main thing. I didn't try changing a whole lot this year, but the pay I did, I put in 12% across the board. My mathing was not mathing, and I did mess up on that. So it shows like 14, almost 15%, but it was supposed to be 12%. I don't know how I missed that or how I have no clue how I did that, but I did. So, that was the main concern, like always probably, is raises. Just because right now we're 7 people down. We're always usually average 4 to 7 people down, it seems like, since I've been there. And it seems to be getting worse just because we have so many people retiring. We're losing another employee after this month. After 25 years, he's retiring. And then next year, we're losing our senior guy, which is 30 years. He's retiring next year. So that's going to put us down to everybody except for me being 3 years and under.
I see.
Are you getting
So-
applicants?
No.
No.
No, we had a really good turnover rate this year for summer help. We've never had a good turnover rate like we did this year. We actually ended up with 17 applications, and I transferred some money because we had so many employees down, and I ended up hiring 9, and we usually are good to get about 2. So the summer help really helped us through this year, but we're just not getting applications for what we pay.
So you're 7 people down right now?
Yes, we're 7 people down right now. And then soon to be January, we're losing another one. So that he's retiring. And then next year, we're losing another one to retirement. That's the issue, it seems to be, is all the older guys are just retiring, and it's hard to get them replaced with what we're paying.
So I'm gonna rattle off a couple things that I had noted down
Okay.
last year that we were supposed to look at for this year.
Okay.
So they wanted a program to track labor so we could put some of the labor in 1173. That's not familiar. And then we were supposed to find out if some of the fuel could come out of local road and streets.
I'm sorry, ask me, I was looking at, working on something else, I was asking.
So we were supposed to get a program to track our labor, so some of the labor come out of 1173.
That's correct.
And I'll take it that was not done yet?
No.
Okay.
It's not done yet.
So, but could that be done for
Yes.
this budget for next year? Okay. And then some of the fuel to come out of local road and street, we
Yes.
didn't know if that was possible?
It is possible.
It is possible.
As long as it's the fuel that's put in the vehicles that are doing
Do you want to jot
chip
this
and
down?
sealing,
'Cause
grading, any preservation or construction of the road, but not snowplow.
But not snowplow.
She was talking about
repairs of highway equipment, purchases or rental, fuel can come out of local road and street. And I'm just rephrasing it so, because I see you writing it down.
It's like, how do you remember all that shit?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
That's why I'm asking, because I had a question mark by it, and I noticed that it wasn't on his new budget, but I'm sure because he,
So
my brain didn't put
It
Okay,
can't come out of local road, is that what you're saying?
right, that's right. You could ask him any
Yeah,
question,
you
whole
can,
book,
you
he
can
knows
buy all
everything
this
about
fuel out
all
of
of it.
Road and Street.
okay,
Tests you
Okay.
take and everything.
that's what it said.
Okay.
And then the reason to track the labor was so we could put some in the 1173.
That's right, because we're gonna go in the red.
Right.
We'll go in the red if we don't pay some labor costs out of 1173.
So I don't know what program, I would say you could just have your new secretary do up an Excel program and
Okay.
track labor.
Okay. Okay.
Or there might be a program out there that you can ask another county if they do that,
Okay.
something maybe.
Okay.
Don't you have to, are your guys tracking their projects when they're doing them?
Yes, they already turn in their sheets every day, what they do and everything. Most of them do. It's getting a lot better now. They turn it in.
What about the bridge operators? They're supposed to be working on bridge projects.
Yes,
So
yes.
and if you get audited, that's one of the things they're gonna look at you and say,
Okay.
"Hey, where's the figures?
Okay.
Where's the time sheets?
Okay.
Yeah, time
Okay.
sheets.
Okay.
And then your summer help went a little long this year.
It did go long this year, mainly just because we're so down staff and they help out tremendously on the stuff that I can put our CDL drivers doing CDL things. They've been doing the mowing and all the stuff that they can do without a CDL. So it just helped out tremendously. Without them this year, it would have been, I think, really, really bad on the county because they kept us going on a lot of things. They even did some culvert work and everything. They was kind of the jack of all
One of it was
trades.
supposed to be usually bridge work.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
and that's another place that you need to
Okay.
keep track of.
Okay.
How many bridge operators, how many bridge repair operators do you have?
Two, I believe, under that.
Hey, Beth, can you talk into your mic more? I can't hear you.
My mic's dead.
Oh, your mic's dead. What about this one here? That's yours. Okay.
And the other thing I have, are you done with that?
What?
Did everybody's questions getting answered?
Yeah.
So the other one was that out of 1176, we're gonna take out the road signs, the uniforms, and the cleaning. Did that get switched? Do you remember where that was switched from?
What'd you say, road signs and what?
1176, we were going to take out the road signs, the uniform, and the cleaning, but I don't have where to put it at. And I'm just asking if you know that you did that or not.
No, I do not. I'm sorry.
We'll dig into it when we
Okay.
get in the budget thing. And
Yeah.
normally, if I remember right, we always have to call them in to help us get through that budget. And
Yeah.
since you're new, it'll probably be a good thing for you.
I have a quick question, Hunter.
Yes.
Uniforms, define that for me.
The uniforms is, so every year they get, trying to think of the exact amount. I'm not 100% sure on it right now. Every year they get, after they finish their probation, they get $375, I believe is the number for the year, to go get anything like pants, boots,
T-shirts.
Shirts, coats for winter time, anything like that. Just because throughout the
Wait a minute.
summer,
They get to buy their own, or you buy them?
no, we have an account set up at
Rural Key.
Dale Hardy's. Thank you. We have an account set up at Dale Hardy's, and they're only allotted to buy they know like what they can buy or whatever.
Are they
Wasn't that
branded?
policy just rewrote?
Are they
It's a
branded?
Clothing allowance policy.
Yeah.
That they have to file.
Yeah.
But is it branded stuff, or is it?
No, they still get 5 shirts in summertime that has the Carroll County Highway logo on it, or Carroll County on it, but the other stuff is not branded. It's just,
That's from Cintas.
yeah. We actually, well, speaking of that, sorry, we actually closed out Cintas and went with a print shop here in Delphi, and it ended up saving us, it ended up saving us about $7,000
Yeah,
for the
Cintas
year.
is outrageous.
Yeah, we ended up closing out Cintas on literally about everything other than our rugs, so it cut way back on that. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to tell you, but I was just digging into it, and what we was paying and what we could pay here was just tremendous
We'd asked
amount.
about that last year, and told them to look into that and to update the policy on that.
Yeah.
Well, they did that part before.
Yeah,
Because they were buying anything and everything they wanted, because like now they can't buy long johns and.
yeah, they can only buy like jeans, boots,
Yeah.
shirts, sock hat, I
Jacket
think.
and.
Yeah, just certain things, just because they do go through a lot of wear and tear. I mean, especially summertime patching, dealing with the oil and everything, a lot of their clothes get ruined, and they go through at least a pair of boots a year, so.
And they also get their jeans, don't they? They get different jeans than the Cintas, because the Cintas weren't
Yes, they wasn't, we was going through Cintas.
viable, or whatever you want to call it.
We used to get 11 pairs through Cintas per each employee, and it ended up being averaging $35 a pair. And then it wasn't working out they couldn't get some sizes for some people we had and all that, so that's why we switched 3-4 years ago probably to the clothing allowance, and it cut out a lot of money through Cintas, like a lot of money.
Which fund is that out of?
Well, that's what I'm asking, because I'm not really finding it right now, and because I'm not sure where they put it at, so.
Do you know where
'Cause
your
he's got
uniforms
three or
are?
four.
I'm sorry.
Do you know
not
where the
off top of my head,
uniforms went to?
It's in 1176.
I think it's still in 1176, yes. Yeah.
Uniforms and testing, 20, they're asking 30,000. You see it, about the fourth one down.
There it is, 3,000.82. And the testing consists of, we help them get their CDL now, right?
Yeah, so we help them
That is
get.
extremely went up. It's like $4,800 a
Yes.
person now.
Yes, it's awful. So actually, we have 2 people now going through that right now. We hired on, and they're going through the program starting next week. Zach, the foreman, takes care of that, and he's gonna be taking them through that, so that'll be 2 more employees. Well,
So a lot of companies that are doing this now are making them, if they don't stay employed
Yep.
with the
Pay it
company
back.
for so long,
We
they
have
have to
that. We have a
reimburse it. So
contract.
how
They
long
have
do they have to
2
stay
years.
employed? 2 years?
Yeah, we have a contract for 2 years, and if they don't stay for 2 years, which probably needs to be updated because the pay, it just went up, was like, I think they owe like 3,700, but now, like you said, the
I would bump
class
that
just
to 3
went
years.
up. Yeah, so but we do have that. That's helped tremendously get some people in, but the sad part is it seems like they get here, they work about a year, and they learn how to run an excavator and everything, and then they're like, they're out the door, and they're like, I'll pay that 3,700, because they
How
just
long
pay
does it
payments.
take to get a CDL?
It takes up to about a month to do all of the class work, drive time, and then going up and actually taking the test, roughly a month. Because they have to have they have to have quite a bit. I think now it's 60 hours of drive time.
8 hours a day.
Yeah.
I had to get my CO
Okay.
when they upped
And it's
it.
pretty impossible, they say, to pass the test unless they've seen you've been through it.
Yes.
Yeah, you know you
course.
can't.
Yes, yeah, you
You're not even allowed to take the test
Yeah.
if you
Oh, they
haven't been
don't
through
let
this
you
class.
Yeah, they changed all that.
No, you
now.
can't,
Wow.
because
Yeah.
my company missed it by like a month. They kept messing around. I'm like, if you don't send me to take this test,
Yep.
you're gonna have to pay for the 3-4 weeks, or basically 60 hours.
Yeah.
A week and drive, and then you got drive time, and then they wouldn't even let you in. They won't let anybody in now. That's why it's such a big deal now.
So that's definitely something great we have going on. It seems to be getting some people in. They just don't seem to stay very long, but
How do we calculate workman's comp?
Yeah.
So let's do that.
How do we calculate workman's comp? Does the company that provides our workman's comp provide that number for us?
We pay a workman's comp premium
Okay.
at the beginning of the year, and then they do an audit, and they calculate the actual time worked and salaries, and then we usually end up paying a little bit more on workman's comp on every audit.
Are the commissioners paying the rest of those?
And then we have an audit, and we have to pay like 30-some thousand,
Yeah.
and that's from the commissioners, not, didn't come from the highway.
Okay. So the highway's the only one that,
No, it's the whole workman's comp, everyone. And then we were audited for like 2 years ago or something we just got it this year. And it was like 33,000 or whatever that we had to pay extra. Bill will get into that when we talks about the insurance.
So if you guys don't mind in that, since Hunter, this is his first year and it's a lot of yours first year, he probably should be up here when we dig into his budget and that.
Fine.
Otherwise, we're waiting on questions to be answered. Sound good?
sounds good to me.
Okay.
Where are we?
Oh, he said to move on. So do you think that's it for Hunter then? Just when we dig in and then we'll just go on and on? All right, that's what he said to do. Okay. That's it, then we'll let you know, we'll let you know what.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
have a good day.
Too.
We got Jack here. Redevelopment, page 78.
Sorry, I couldn't make it earlier. I was actually at a doctor's appointment, so.
Okay.
I got a text from Paul, wanted to know if I could get in here because you were ahead. So, anyway, this year's the biggest increase essentially is in the long-term debt payment. And that's because of the bond on the Shell building. The utilities and insurance and mowing are all Shell building expenses, which we get it sold, that all goes away too. Baker Tilly's costs have gone up. The attorney's fees, we've been getting that jockeyed around a little bit simply because getting things paid in the same year for the most part. And so.
And you have balances to cover all this, right? Correct?
Yeah.
So I don't remember, do we don't really adjust these, do we? Because,
Well, it's only been a couple of years that you've even been having to get it.
huh?
But it's only been a few years that the RDC's been
Right.
submitting a budget.
So do we adjust their budget to that, or is it just as is since it's already funded by them?
It's all TIF funding.
Yeah. We don't,
No, you have to approve it.
well, I know we have to approve it, but we shouldn't adjust it. If he wants 25,000, we shouldn't give him 20,000.
I don't know the answer to that.
Do you?
So, well, and the utilities is still, we haven't gone through a full winter heating the building, so.
She said it's probably, that's probably correct.
So,
So,
right. Okay, so,
you're
Good to go?
approved, yep.
good to go? Thank you.
We don't have anybody anybody else here?
Carpe the diem here for a second.
Is Bill able to come early? I wonder.
Heck, I don't know.
I'll go find somebody.
What's he look like, his secretary?
Beth is here. We could
Could do
get,
you?
We lost Cody and Tracy.
Oh dear.
How about the transfer station guy?
I texted him, he's coming in early.
I can do mine and, Cody gets back.
Okay, Beth. You want to steal that mic while you're doing yours?
Can I ask a question before they get back or no? Should I
I don't
wait?
care.
Okay, so one problem that I think that the county has is that you cannot replace an employee until that employee leaves. So there's no training for a lot of the positions. Who has the power to change that? Is that a council or a commissioner?
You're asking me? It's probably the council because it requires funding.
It requires funding.
Mhm.
'Cause I think that's a huge flaw that the county has, is that you can't even advertise it until they leave, can you?
No, you can advertise it.
You just can't
but-
interview or?
Go ahead. Well, you can advertise it. You just can't hire before they leave because you can't have two people in the same slot, more or less. A lot of times you can't find somebody within the 2 weeks anyway. If they usually give you 2 weeks, and then, you know, you're advertising it, you get those in and everything. Sometimes it's not a problem. Sometimes it is.
Whose rule is that again? That you can't,
That's in the personnel policy. That
so
you-
we'd have to have the commissioners change the personnel policy?
No.
No, she just said that the council would have to.
When we set the salary ordinance, you can't bring in two people to pay that one position on the salary ordinance. That's what I was told when I asked the same question for you.
So,
There you go.
would you create a certain account for that? Or how, I mean, would you have to,
That's what you would have to do. the
Yeah.
Department. You could set up a line item in your budget that said new hire training. And that elected official would just have to come to you and say, I found someone, I can train them for a week. Can I pay
Okay.
them from that account? They can't just do it. They'd have to get your authority, but you could set something in your budget that is new hire training and put a dollar amount in there. They'd get paid, I mean, you'd have to decide, are they gonna get paid the rate of pay of the
Right.
position they're gonna take? Or would they get paid something different? That would have to be stipulated in the salary ordinance.
And that would be so very hard because every department.
It's different, yeah.
well, okay, like, the reason I'm bringing this up is like when I worked for the health department, I got hired in and I was supposed to be a septic installer. No one here could train me on what I was supposed to do because nobody knew what to do. So, I talked to the health officer and he prolonged me working for a week so that I could go to Tippecanoe County and follow them on my own time to get trained on how to do my job.
Well, that's not right either. If he
There was
if he
nobody to
hired it,
train me.
well, I know, that doesn't matter. If you got the job, then he could send you to Tippecanoe County for that week and just,
He would just have to come in and ask for funds to pay.
This
Right.
council would probably fund it.
but like sometimes I don't even have a problem
No, our
when I
new council,
lost
this new bunch of people-
somebody. Because by the time you get your applications and people don't come in right away.
Vote against it.
I mean, I lost mine
Vote for it.
to go to the highway for different hours and everything else. So she left on September 3rd. I didn't get an application until like the third week in September.
But you would advertise it right away?
Mm-hmm, right, well, maybe a couple days later, but, and there's a reason for that, but long story short is somebody that's been here a long time, or they haven't used their vacation, that was a lateral, so I didn't have to pay anything. She just took her days with her and everything else. But if you're leaving the system, then you have to pay them their vacation and their accumulated vacation. They don't get sick time, they don't get personal time, but you have to pay them that. That's the problem, that there's no money in that line anyway, or there's less money than what you're going to need. So most department heads wait a couple weeks and then hire, and then I train my own people. So it's just different in each office, I'd say.
I mean, that's my big thing is that, I mean, if you're not experienced for the position, I can't understand why they hire you with no experience.
Probably because they're desperate.
Well, not desperate,
no,
but
it's-
just like my
it's
accounts
not.
payable, it's filing claims. I mean, that's easy, is an easy thing
You
to
learn.
learn.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
learn it.
payroll would be a little bit different.
OJT.
But then you look at the people that you're hiring, and if they've got some payroll experience, then you go for it.
Yeah.
You
Well, if
know?
you're
I mean,
a
I've taken
septic
on a lot of jobs, I have no
installer,
idea what I'm doing.
you learn the job, and then after you do it for a while, then you go get your license to do it, is the way it works. But you have to have some on-site experience before you can go to the course and take the course.
I see.
So,
Okay.
Okay, so you want to do
Yep.
mine?
Mm-hmm.
Zero it out.
That'll save us.
I retire tomorrow.
This one ought to be easy.
Okay, I think, I'm not sure what page I'm on. It's,
2?
2. My budget, I did 10%, and the reason I did 10%, it's easy to figure, it's just, I normally on my budget, you guys, I do not have much time to do my budget because I'm helping everybody else get their budgets done and filing them and putting them in the computer and everything, but I always have it up here, so this probably wasn't done until maybe the last day. But that's why my 10%,
Got it.
and we will take whatever you give us, thankfully. My real estate deputy is paid half in county general for those new and half out of plat book, because it does deal with real estate. And again, we pay out of county general first, and then we move on to plat book to do the last half of the year. The only thing I changed, I believe, was copier computer supplies. I upped it at $500. Postage, I went up $1,000. Printing, not office supplies, I went up $1,500. So my budget really went up $3,000 without the salaries. But you also have to remember that paper has gone up extremely. I used to get paper, like a carton of paper for $29.99. Now it's like $54.99 or whatever, unless you can find some deals. But I buy your paper, I buy the commissioner's paper, I have to buy toner for this computer in here because it's not on the print management because they don't take that kind of computer, and it was bought new right before we went on print management by another auditor. So that's my budget. Got any questions for me? Are you okay? Okay, so that's the auditor. You want to keep on going?
Yeah.
All right, so the next one is the trial.
35?
35, but that's where we're going to we're going to wipe out and encumber that Jackie was telling you about this morning. That the only two, we're going to have a couple lines in there. So we can discuss that when you start doing your budgets. Auditors plat book.
59.
This fund is kind of shared with the assessor and myself. To go get checked out, kiddo. Like I said, one half of my real estate deputy is in there. The GIS specialist from the assessor's office is in there too. That's where it started when we changed it to the assessor's office for the GIS. Schneider Software is something for Nada K also, I believe. I don't know, she puts that in.
That's her beacon.
That's her beacon, okay.
So why is the GIS part yours and part hers?
I don't have GIS.
It's part plat book and part assessor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My two items are the real estate deputy and the data pit stop, and that's an Excel program that an auditor before me started, and it works out really well. It helps us with the wheel tax and surtax, and he figures it up, sends it to us. We put it in the system, write the checks, ACHs, and move on. So it's really a good program.
Is that a contract?
Yes. Okay, next it would be
59.
the jail.
No,
85.
We're on 59.
That's the
Oh,
lit
sorry.
tax for the jail. We talk about it or move on? Yeah, it's the jail fund, and we have a debt that we have to keep paying, and it's twice a month, or twice a year. So that's the first line. The rental payment and the new jail project and the disbursements, that's from, I don't know why they're in the negative, but probably because it wasn't budgeted, probably. It's kind of self-explanatory, too. Main thing is there's a debt line in there. 2503 is the law enforcement education. That is where the officers, let me see here. When they write their tickets, they get so much for the law enforcement. But they have to file claims. And we have one line for the cities and towns, we have one line for the county, and we have one for the state police. So it's kind of divided up, and I just make up a number, put it in there, and switch back and forth if we don't. So if they don't file a claim, we don't pay anything. But they have to keep track of their tickets, and then they get verified with the clerk's office. She sends out a report that says whether the ticket's been paid or not. So, and that's how they get their money. And actually, that is all I have.
Very good.
Good job, Beth.
Just in
Okay,
time.
Thank you.
time
Bill
out.
Brown's here.
Before you stop, Beth, explain this to me again.
What's that?
The tickets things, this is money that we get or money that we pay out?
We get it and we pay it out.
Okay.
When
So-
somebody gets a traffic ticket, there's a line that's called law enforcement education. And I think it's $4 now, and on each ticket. So all the state police tickets, then she sends out something that tells them how much, like, I got $400 here, so many tickets, and they have a list of who it is and what the charge was and everything. Then they file a claim with us, and then we pay them their money.
See if I get the number for my wife.
So it's paid,
All the different ticket monies come in one, whether it's
Okay.
the county sheriff writing the ticket, the state police, the city of Delphi. When it goes to the court, it all comes in as one, and then each of those entities has to file their own claim to get their share of that ticket back.
Okay.
yep,
Right.
that's right.
Okay. Bill, you're up, buddy.
I'm up.
Page 16,
Yeah,
Bill
we're a little
Brown.
early.
Okay. Gosh, you guys are ahead of time, are you?
Yeah, we don't mess
We're ahead of
around.
time.
Get that, Bill,
No grass grows.
and give that to Bill.
Before I forget it, I want to say that we have not concluded our edit budget yet. We about had it all done, and then I had a request from Dan McCain to throw it back open again and let him make an appeal for the canal part. And we did, and I don't know, I've never been able to get back a hold of Dan, so I don't know. I hope he's not ill. But anyway, we have pretty well set that after the next commissioner meeting, which will be the third Monday, that we're going to try to wrap it up at that point. So it'll be wherever's the next convenient meeting for you that will be presenting that to you.
Yeah, I have to
We're gonna
advert,
have one more coming too.
What's that?
I have a,
You have one more?
Yeah.
Okay.
well, we have to advertise it and also, but we're okay. I mean, we don't do that with this budget session,
Yeah, but I
so.
just wanted them to know where.
Yeah,
we
I
were
know.
on that. Yeah, now, that's the capital improvement plan, and that can be changed at any time during the year. So if we have something that comes up in, 6 months from now, that we want to support with it, we can do that. It takes a little bit of paperwork with Beth and the attorney's work to get that done, because he's got to make draw up a formal capital improvement redo. But we can change that. So if there's something that comes up to you or comes up to us, well, we can do that. Of course, all yours, the way I understand it, everything that comes before you has to go before us first, and we have to approve it, and then we send it on to you, and you have to approve it. So that's where we are.
You
All
know
right,
what the total is on edit money?
Pardon me?
You know how much edit money there is available?
$600 and some thousand.
Yeah, 630 or, that we're gonna get next year, the new money.
Okay. Okay, well, let's see. I have a bunch of papers here and glasses that aren't very good, so let's see. Fund 1000 general, is that where we're looking at?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. We have commissioners, county attorney, and commission president. Of course, that's the important one, the third one down there. But we need to,
That's because he is the
we put in
president.
for 10 for it. For
10%?
10% for each one of those. Now, if you decide that I'm not worth that much, or my fellow commissioners aren't worth that much, I still would appeal to you to raise Ted up that much. He hasn't taken a raise in several years. And I think that's real important. Okay, Social Security, we're just figuring out on a guess on how much it's going to be because of wages that are going to be paid. Retirement's the same thing. Group insurance, we came out pretty good on that. We sat through several meetings on that, and we're staying the same.
Good.
Unemployment, we have it written down as up 10 grand, and HSA up about, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Unemployment, that's based on record, and we probably will be going up a little bit on that.
Well, we put it as 20,000.
Pardon me?
We put it at 20,000, isn't that what that says?
Oh, I got 10 on here, so.
I get 20 on that.
We got 20
You
on
have
ours.
20? Don't let me hold you back.
Let me see that.
On the HSA employee contribution, at that 150,000 request, what is that for the employee?
No, that means it's up 10.
Oh, up
Up 10.
Up 10,000. Oh, okay.
HSA employee contributions with the requested amount.
Well, okay, the HSA contributions is of course our health saving account, and we just felt like that it would be a nice thing for our employees to give, to raise that up a little bit.
How much per employee?
Per employee? I don't remember. Do you, Beth?
Well, I think that would be 1,500, because we have to bank on 100. Wouldn't that be right? 15, yeah.
So you're
1,500.
banking on $1,500 per employee that follows through with all the rigmarole.
Yes.
One thing that I am always concerned about is our employees and their insurance. Pretty important to a family, and that's why that's done that way. Maximus is the same. Legal services, we put that up 2,500 because it seems like that we need it. We've been raising in the amounts we got there.
We've had some court cases.
What's that?
We've had some court cases that
Yeah.
Ted can't handle, so he has to bring in somebody
Now, I
else.
think, doesn't that legal services include when we, I think it's especially when we hire an outside attorney to do something. Right. We get one that's a specialist in what he's doing.
That's right.
Okay. Learnor Resources CDC. I'm not familiar with this Lirio Resources, but we used to call it the Comprehensive Development Center in White County, and it's under a contract to them. These are to take care of people who need some help, and it encompasses education, it encompasses learning a trade or a skill, being able to self-support. Wabash Valley, Valley Oaks used to be Wabash Valley. That's under contract. I don't rate this very highly myself, but that's where it is.
What is Wabash Valley?
Um,
What is it?
It's Valley Oaks now, but
Yeah.
it's a service that we have to do. I mean, we have a contract with them.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but they tell us what we have to pay per diem for the county
So the
citizens.
190,000 solid?
Yep.
Goes up every year.
It's not a salary, it's a, when we get somebody,
Every year, but it's
say
like
at
a,
the jail who is
goes up with the levy.
completely
Stays.
wasted away, which
So
is
what's the
probably
difference?
half of them. Well, this is where they have to go to a mental place.
So is that the same thing as the one above that of CDC?
No.
No, that's where they go.
Wabash
learn.
Valley is for those who are like emotionally disturbed and like that, and,
And that's just people from like the jail?
pardon me?
From where? Where do they
Where
come
do
from?
these people generate from?
The
Just the
ones
county?
going to Wabash Valley are usually ones that are referred by the sheriff. Isn't that right? No?
Any county resident can go to Wabash Valley. And this goes, every county has to pay a mental health fee to whomever the state directs your people to. And then county residents are entitled to go there and get assistance for mental health, should they need it.
So we don't get a say-so in this,
But-
this is just something we have to do.
But back to the CDC thing, is that mandatory too?
Yeah, both of those are mandatory. They're two
So-
different things.
Okay, but the CDC,
is more like for not
Training?
mental, it's
It's
more like
disabilities.
handicapped disability people,
People.
like
Right.
And both
palsy or.
Both of those are outside the levy. We add those onto our levy.
Special needs
Because we're forced
kids.
to pay them, they're added on to the levy. They're an adjustment to the.
sorry, I'm not familiar with this.
That's okay.
Well,
You only learn by asking.
commissioners don't really work with it either, so we just
Yeah.
You're
put it
told-
in the budget and that's
You're
it.
told where you have to pay it.
Okay.
We get a letter saying your portion is.
Cost of keeping juvenile. That that is a juvenile detention center that is the same
At
as it
the
was.
jail or where?
What?
You can't keep them at, you can't keep,
them in
I
the-
asked that same question. You can't keep them with the other ones. They have to be.
No,
separate.
they can't go to our jail.
And this is actually what, if they need something, like if they need clothing, I mean, it can be, if they need clothing or something else, that the court has to pay that. The court sends them there, but the court has to pay some of this, so it comes out of or their budget.
We talked about that when the jail was built. Should we put in a juvenile detention center? Should we put it in the old jail? Should we don't? And all of the expenses that goes along with keeping juveniles, the psychological counseling, all of the teaching, all those things are just astronomical, and we aren't prepared.
Financially beneficial to have it outsourced.
So is that through Wabash Valley or where do they go?
No, it was where the judge sends them,
Okay, go ahead.
juvenile centers.
Let's see where we're at. KERPC. KERPC is an organization that we belong to that's primarily, I think, grant writing as far as we're concerned. It's also, in some counties it does Head Start, it does things like that.
Do we get our money's worth out of them?
What's that?
Do we get our money's worth out of them?
I don't know.
I
Definitely we
asked
do.
that question last year.
Do we have any idea?
Just one grant this year was more than paid for it. What was the grant that they wrote and we got?
The city of Flora got tons of money from them
Yeah.
on their new sewer treatment plant.
Yeah.
They help out all,
It's not just Delta.
We make all kinds of money on
It's
that.
all the cities and that, and they'll write the grants for them, apply it for them, and
Okay.
But it's very limited on what that they will write grants for. A lot of the things that, everything I've ever asked them about writing a grant for, they don't do that.
they actually have a website and that, where you go on that, and when grants come up in that, you constantly check that website and that, and then that's how a lot of people find out about them.
And this, is more this year than it's ever been because they've never raised their rate for like the last, 3
Long time.
years? Yeah.
So it's more or less a contract, we don't get to
Jake
decide what to pay them.
used to watch that reel when he was in economic development. He watched that like a hawk, and he's the one that kept me up to date on what.
Well, I called them and they weren't very nice to me.
Internet's about the same, telephone the same, personnel policy, consulting, that's the same. That's when we have to send something over to Irwin and have them rewrite a job description or something like that. Information technology up 3,500. I can't even tell you what all that is.
It's at 5,000.
Information
I might have wrote that wrong.
technology, 5,000.
Mine's the same.
Department requests are 35,000.
What would yours be the same?
Mine's 35, yeah, so's his.
Yeah.
It's 30,000 in 2025.
Yeah, 2025, 30,000, 2024,
And
40,000.
they're asking for 35,000.
They're asking for 35, so it's up 5.
Okay.
Okay, and then you're printing
Printing and
legal.
legal notices. We gotta go up a couple thousand on that.
Couple
What?
hundred.
Go up, isn't that Randy?
Randy? That's probably a lot of
Did
it.
he ask for that raise, or?
No, but he has been here a lot because of the new computers that we're buying. He has to install all those. He had to do a lot at the beginning of the year for the court systems. It's more hours.
But he's normally here one day a week, right?
Right, and he's been here a lot, like 2 days a week, three days a week because.
He'll come about however often we need him.
Yeah.
I can tell you, when I have to sign claims off of this,
Well, it is.
there's a
for
lot of
us.
claims coming in from there.
Yeah, it is.
Running wire and all that kind of stuff. Printing and legal notices up 2,000. We can't do much about that. We-
200.
What, I missed something?
$200. Up
Oh, mine says
200.
up 2,000.
Yeah.
Well,
200.
200.
Sorry. Yeah, let's just blame it on my glasses, okay?
I don't know.
Safe Streets is the same.
Safe Streets, what's that?
What is it?
Yeah.
We got into that about a year ago, and they're supposed to be evaluating streets and stuff for us, and looking at where intersections that have an extreme amount of accidents and things like that. It's supposed to be a information gathering and tells us, hey, you got a problem here, which we might not notice if
Isn't
as
that
years
where
pass.
Curbsy helped us with that, I think, maybe?
What's that?
Was it Curbsy that helped us with that one? Or MPO, or I don't remember. It's
remember.
one of them.
I don't remember.
I'll do it for 5.
I don't think so.
Oh, that was,
No, we have a contract with them this time.
for how long? Is it a yearly thing, or is it?
I don't-
Oh, it's a contract now?
Well, I think they agreed to the project.
Well, we would need to know that.
Well, I just told you.
We could pull that from recording systems from EMS and.
We'll just have to look.
Yeah, that seems like a,
Okay, next.
I don't know.
Building structure liability, bonds. Got it going up $500.
Okay.
And then, building structure liability is, yeah.
It has gone up a lot.
I guess just because that's what we got on the insurance estimates and on the bills. Every year they come around and reassess all of our buildings and the evaluations on the buildings and all that, and not just buildings, it's,
How many companies? Just one? Or do
We've
you-
only gone with one for the last,
gone through-
3 years, 4 years.
Right, but they reach out to others. And Astra is one of three, I think he said, that help the counties, because the counties are struggling to get county insurance, county liability insurance. And that was brought up at our auditors conference, and I'm sure it'll be brought up at the commissioners conference, that people don't want, or insurance companies do not want to insure counties.
Okay.
Plus their jails.
And plus jails, I
Big
forgot
part
that.
of it is the jails.
But the umbrella, the safe, and we've been trying to do a lot of things to help our insurance, like the highways doing safety classes, the sheriff's doing safety classes. But we had some big claims in the last 2 years or 3 years, and they don't forget those right off the bat. They have to dwindle off like as they go. But Astra pulled out for us. We were not insured, and we have to have it done by 11:10, if you remember this. And they call it the 11th hour, that they called and said, Astra said, we'll take you on, but it's going to cost just a tad bit more.
Okay.
That was my,
No
that was
choice.
my language,
No
not theirs.
choice, yep.
So anyway.
Workman's comp, of course, same thing. It's got to go up. We've had some claims and it's going up.
And that 30,000, I hate to interrupt all this time, sorry, Bill, but the 30,000 is that workman's comp audit that I said earlier. He told, when I was talking to the insurance guy, he said you might as well add that on your workman's comp number, because you're going to have to probably pay so much again. And also, these are not just, these are the counties. The highway pays their own workman's comp and their building structure liability. So we kind of share. He said that I probably should have had, because it includes the vehicles. So highways had a lot of accidents and
we'll probably continue to have a lot of accidents.
Okay.
anyway, so we have a combination there. If we don't need to use the county general one, we won't.
Okay.
Okay?
Water damage. Did I skip something? No, accident and sickness policy is the same. Water damage is down 10,000. We hope we don't have any more waterfalls running through here. MPO is the same. That's Metropolitan Planning Organization, and we belong to that with Tippecanoe County, and I think we're the only county belongs to it with them, aren't we?
I don't know. I think there's 6 altogether, but I don't know if
Oh,
everybody
I
belongs.
thought, that's what I used to think, but I thought somebody said we're the only one. Anyway, they do a lot of planning for us as far as, when you see rubber hose out on the road and we're counting traffic and all that's these people. You don't think so?
No, I was just laughing. I was laughing
Yeah.
at her.
Okay. I thought you were thinking, oh, God, he's off
No,
again
my-
on something else.
No, I'm not. No. Why would I do that? Oh, heavens. Keep on going, Bill. You're doing great.
Carroll Manor expenses. We put it up 5,000. GIS maintenance was up 1350. Lawn care is the same.
What's GSI maintenance?
Let's see, let me back up. GIS maintenance, that's our mapping. we have. Personal services, I don't know what all is in personal services.
I did talk to Ted, but we can utilize that instead of transferring within. You know, if we have a contract that we don't have enough for, we can use that because it's professional services. It's kind of a, well, as you can see, we're down to 6,000 already, and that was at the end of August. So I know we've spent out of there since then.
What was it just the last meeting? There was something came up and we said, we didn't. Somebody said, well, you can take that out of personal services, and I don't remember what.
Professional.
Are you talking about professional?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Equipment contracts, up 15,000.
Just because things are getting more expensive. I mean, it's like a 3%.
And that's the lawn mowing, snow removal and all that, right?
Equipment contracts? No.
No, that's,
We have lawn care maintenance above that.
yeah,
No,
that's a
they're
different.
Equipment contracts. For instance, our taxware and our financials, we have to pay out there. There's certain other contracts that come in that they've never been. You guys never ask about that one. So anyway, we're down already to 149,000, so that's why we upped it.
So these are several contracts, not just an equipment contract.
Membership dues is the same. That's membership for you guys and for us, and probably others. GASB, all I know about GASB is at one time we had to do all kinds of inventories and stuff
Yes,
for
we
it.
got it all. We hadn't done it for years, and that was when Ramsey was here, because we had to get inventory on all of our gravel roads and our pavements and how thick the,
Little tags.
yeah, well, the thickness of the road. I mean, we had to do
Oh,
all that.
yeah.
But we have a guy that, it's really, could be less than that.
Tax software,
does
it's the
our
same.
inventory.
Print management is up $500. I've been watching them wheeling in the new copiers here. Did I miss something?
Yeah, you bet past tax and financial software.
Wait a minute.
You need to explain that.
That big 468,000 one.
We can slash that.
Oh, tax and financial software.
That's
What is that anyway? I don't know.
tell us, Beth.
That's our new, it would be our new tax system and our new financial system. Remember, I talked
Oh,
to you.
everybody wanting a new system, yeah.
Is that for yours or all three?
See, that's confusing because everybody's putting
Because
in
everybody
their own.
put theirs separate.
No, okay, I'm going to back up and give you some history. When we went into our Harris and went into MVP, if you don't want to hear it, just don't listen. When we got that, it involves two offices. So you can't put it in one office's budget, or you can't put it in the other office budget. You put it in with the commissioners because they signed the contracts back then. They're going to sign them this year too because of having multiple department heads. Okay? I got the quotes, I put them in under the tax and financial software because that's what it really is.
For what?
Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you.
We asked you a simple question.
What is it?
Is this for one system in the auditor's office, or is this for all three of the systems?
There's only two systems.
Treasurer,
Two.
assessor, and auditor?
The assessor has her own.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay.
Who is it? You're just saying we put them together. Who's we?
Yeah, who's the we?
Well, we presented it to you. It's the treasurer and the auditor together.
I've never seen you present something together in front of us.
I did not, but Melinda did.
Exactly, and that was for her office, and you didn't know whether you were going with it or not.
No, that's not true, because we have to do
Okay.
both of them.
So,
We have
Okay.
to do it together or not at all.
Okay.
So this
And I
one-
never said I was for or against it, because I
okay,
was,
so does the commissioners pay part of it and then they pay part of it too? Is that how it works?
no,
Why is it not
So-
coming out of Kim Cap? Is that where would normally come out of?
I don't know. You want to explain that?
Where the money's gonna come from? We talked about Cume Cap, we talked about several different financing sources of it. The reason I don't deal with it is because Beth didn't take a firm stand on it one way or the other, and I'm not saying that's bad, I'm just saying she wasn't the big advocate. The one I heard it from all the time was over here from the treasurer's office, and she really wants this put in. I have to tell you, I'm sour on all these kind of things, because I was sitting in your seat back when we first went to all these programs and everything, and oh, it's gonna save us so much money, and we're gonna save all these employees, and everything was gonna be better, and it costs us more every year than when we were doing it on books.
Do we have a choice, though?
I don't think that's the reason that we were told.
I didn't think we had a choice.
I didn't think we had a
No,
choice.
You had
the
a choice.
software is gonna be outdated in
Well, yeah,
years.
but
Is that not
my
true?
point is, it's always gonna be outdated. You're never gonna get up to date on it. I mean, in another 3 or 4 years, we're gonna be hearing it's outdated again.
We're just gonna have to go over this one a little bit more.
I'm just going to say, the 3 commissioners didn't want to put this in their budget. They didn't want to put it in anybody's budget.
Yeah.
And I came, remember? I came and I begged them to put it in there, because if I didn't and it wasn't in there, I would get blamed for that, because I'm a part of it. Now, I did not say yes or no at any of it on who to pick. Pardon?
I said, we're just getting bogged down. I don't,
Yeah,
I just don't
You're putting
understand.
too much personal into the decision. and you have
I'm
to
not-
figure
All
out
right.
because
Yeah,
It's not the
I'm trying to
personal.
figure out,
He
I'm
was
trying
gonna
to, so
come
we're
here-
paying, you're paying a portion out of your office and, I'm sorry, what was the other
Treasurer.
person?
Treasure.
Treasurer.
No.
And plus the,
No.
it seems like it's coming out 3 different things. That's what we're
That's why I
confused
asked
about.
No,
the
it's
question
not.
I did.
It-
The treasurer has its own program,
Yeah.
Exsoft. The
No.
that's what I just asked
They
Nathan. and
share.
he said, yes, that's how
The
it works.
assessor wants to have Exsoft, and she has her own money, because ProVal is going out.
okay, what happens, okay,
that
here,
ProVal
what
is the
happens if we don't
assessor's-
pay this? Let's say we mark
what
this line, what happens if I mark this tax, finance,
were
and
going
all
to
say,
say
so,
that.
we're not gonna pay it anymore. We're done with
And
this.
he told me when I begged him to put it in, you
Huh?
said you didn't want to put it in there, and that you were going to scratch
This
it.
program, she
So-
said will not work.
Okay, that's what I need to know.
So she's lying.
I'm not calling anybody a liar, but those programs have to talk.
No, not the new ones. Her old program is going out.
Who?
ProVal.
Okay.
Yeah, ProVal is going
ProVal is
out.
done.
Okay, that's what we were talking about.
That is correct.
We are
Yeah,
not
so-
talking about the new
That is
programs.
true.
Yeah, I'm just, yeah,
ProVal is on its way.
I'm just trying to figure,
Data has to have hers.
yeah, and that, I'm just trying to
Right.
figure out,
we're thinking Cume Cap?
Yes.
Cody,
You're on.
We,
Cody.
yeah.
The other two that were, sorry, go ahead.
There's, what is in the treasurer's and auditor's budget is their annual maintenance cost.
Right,
That's what they pay annually, that they get support from, and that they,
okay.
Stop. She just
they are
said no, they don't.
required.
Hold on, she's saying, no, you don't.
that's part of the equipment contracts.
Right, what's in your 2 offices
Right.
is what pays the maintenance and pays, that forces the companies to keep the software up to date for all these legislative changes.
Right,
What's in the commissioner's budget
Yes.
is to purchase a new system. They will still have maintenance costs.
Yes.
Annual maintenance costs, but what's in the commissioner's budget is simply to purchase a new system for the treasurer and the auditor.
okay,
Because that system's going to crash when?
No. Melinda, when she presented, said, no, their 2 systems are not gonna crash. But all but 4 treasurer's office in the state of Indiana have switched to this newer,
Better.
better
system.
because it works with the auditor's department and it helps with efficiency, blah, blah, blah. Employees don't have to search as much, and it was supposed to be a better system. But
Does she get-
like she says, it's not gonna crash. We could have this old system for another 10 years and still work.
If she gets it, I have to get it. We can't have
Do
two.
you
Right.
want it? The auditor have to be on the set. Otherwise, somebody's doing manual work. Right?
And that's hard for her to answer because she has 1 year left.
Oh.
So for her to,
So
make
we'll be
her sit there and
bringing-
ask her if she wants it, that's not fair because then.
I'm just saying that
The treasurer's gonna say she didn't want
Next
it. What
one.
does she care for? She's going out. Let's just.
Well, she's going out too, but anything.
Exactly.
The thing is, I'm going on what my commissioner said. They said they didn't want it. And can you understand why I asked them to put it back in?
No.
They didn't have it in there.
So why don't you want it? Why don't
Too
you
much
want?
money.
Okay, so
That's a,
did you look at the employee aspect? Did you talk to the employees? Or did you just say it's too much money?
pretty well the latter.
Pretty well what?
The
Pretty well the
ladder.
latter, what you said there.
Just too much money.
Too much money.
I just think it's an awful lot of money, and we have a lot of needs for a lot of different things here, and we're again putting a bunch of money into boxes on everybody's desk, and I get tired of it.
So we'll debate it more amongst ourselves
Yeah.
then. and-
Yeah.
It's
It's
in
just-
there.
Let's keep going.
You know I'm opposed to it, and there was
Okay.
another one, and you can decide.
You
But
got
you
one
can
more.
say you don't want to put it in your budget too.
Huh?
That's what they want to know. Do you want to keep it in your budget or do you not want to keep it in your budget?
Because, I mean, they're gonna have to approve it before we fund it anyway, right? Whatever contract we do.
One of our things isn't working right, sorry.
Dangerous to be near me.
If it's not broke, it's going to be broke now.
I'm glad I got a wall between.
I didn't hear what you said.
But if you take it out of King County, he doesn't have it in his budget, correct?
That's correct.
That's correct.
So if he doesn't want
But
it
I
in their
don't-
budget, ask it out.
Okay, you got one left, print management?
I guess I kind of look at all these things like every year we get inundated with, we got to have a new POS system in our restaurants. Got to have a new one. It's got to be up to date. It's got to do this. It's got to do that. The old one's no good. Throw it away. You get tired of it after a while.
You get tired of it, but
It's called what?
it's called,
Progress.
if you don't go with progress, they'll cut you off, just like they're gonna cut Nate off. If you don't keep up with the times.
Who is they and what are they cutting off?
Well, Nada,
Her program.
It's ProVal, but she has her own money that she's getting
I
from.
don't care about the money.
I know.
Just know the name of the program, ProVal. The assessor's program in her computer will no
Okay.
longer be available for upgrades.
Yeah, I understand that.
And they finally shut you off. It's just like QuickBooks. They finally shut you off
Mhm.
and they make you upgrade or they make you buy into the new internet world is the new thing.
And I just hate to succumb to all the graft and corruption of this deal of, well, we'll sell you a system, but in 3-4 years, we're gonna turn it off on you. I don't like that, and so it's hard for me to say, oh yeah, let's jump on board and spend $400,000, and I lost my place here. Where are we?
We're on the last
We're
one.
done.
Print management.
Print
We already did
management. Okay, that's all of our copiers and all that stuff.
Okay.
We're getting bunches of new ones, and
now we go to
What are
41.
you doing for?
so we're ready to go with budget work. What is this? This is
Worksheet.
The cum cap.
cum cap.
Page 84.
Cum cap.
Oh, boy.
Cum cap is very important to all of us, to have a fund there. We originally started it, the way I remember it, to do something about the steps out here in front. And some of you can remember we used to have metal steps coming up there on a ramp and coming into the building, and we were trying to figure out how we were gonna pay for really redoing those front steps, because right now, this one back here is the only handicapped access that we have. And we were having a lot of trouble with it. It's been rebuilt a couple times. Anyway, we used cum cap for a while. Environmental study.
That's zero, Bill.
Huh?
That's zero. You go to the third line.
Go to the third line. Investigation Center contract. we have a building, a space rented down here in part of what was the old, out there by
Peters
Globe
and
Valve and Peters Revington area out there. And that was specifically for the trial. When I say the trial, I think you all know what I'm talking about. And there is 20-some filing cabinets, I forget how many
Yeah.
it is. We have to keep all this. I mean, right now it's in a appeal.
More than that, really.
What happens if we have to start all over again on this? We have to keep all the evidence, we have to keep everything stored. Now, this, what we have looked, what we're looking at is we're going to be there, is it just 6 months more?
It'll be the rest of this year and 7 months into that, till next August, I believe. So eight times.
So we've signed a contract,
Yes.
we're bound
10
to
more
it.
months.
We're bound to that.
Yeah.
Okay,
But we want out of
Contract.
it.
All
I
right.
mean, I want out of that building out there because it
Right.
costs too much money.
right.
But we have to have a
Okay.
place to put it, and we don't have one.
Wireless smoke detectors.
That's zero. That's zero.
ADA compliance. We
That's the
put money
same.
in there and really have done very little on that lately because we're kind of getting caught up. Courthouse renovation. Here is where we constantly need money, like, well, we just put a whole bunch of new plaster in the building and repaired things. And we got to keep this building up. Right now, I'm looking down there on the way in here, they got a spot on the floor all with wet floor things around it. It's, is it leaking from up above or?
The dome.
So we got, there's where this is gonna come to fix that dome, which we have done many times.
If you look at the 2025 budget balance, it says 85 out of the 100,000, but we have spent a lot since then. Remember, this was ran in August, so,
Okay.
and he's had his plaster done, and he's had a couple other things done.
Ambulance, we
Zero.
put, huh?
It's zero.
Zero, go to corner,
Corner vehicle.
corner vehicle. 50.
Corner.
Corner vehicle.
Didn't she just get one?
But there's a lot of problems with it. Do you want me to explain
Yeah,
them?
if you wanna explain the problems, I'm coming.
She believes she needs one, and they were going to put in a 5-year, what do I want to call it? 5-year plan.
Lease?
5-year plan that if in next 5 years from now, she'd get another one. I have a rotation, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
That was not even 3 years old.
But it's in the shop all the time, is what she said.
Don't we have warranties?
I don't know, it's just
What year's the vehicle?
2021 maybe?
Yeah, it sounds like.
I don't know, but whoever has the coroner maybe needs to talk to the coroner.
Okay.
Do you have the coroner?
Whose department is coroner?
Corner.
Who?
Kirsten's. or-
What?
Oh,
No,
no.
it's
Who
department.
is it? Okay.
Maybe you could look into that and
Sounds
find
good.
out.
All right.
It's
Thank
kind
you.
of like, it's kind of like the sheriff's department, you know, they have a rotation on their vehicles, and so they ask every time. He puts it in his budget, and he also puts it in Coom Cap budget.
And when she bought it, I remember it was gonna be 6 years. She was
Well,
gonna-
anyways, 5-year plan is what they were wanting to try.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because when they do the vehicle out, it's not with the coroner, and you can double check with her, but I guarantee you this probably 50,000 doesn't include what she's gotta put in the back of the vehicle and how she has to decorate it and the lights, and I remember that was an additional cost that we had to incur.
She did not give us that amount. We did.
Okay.
They did.
Yeah, because it's more than 50,000
Yeah.
per sheriff.
Did
We
you
kinda
say
got-
450,000?
Maybe we could find a
50.
used one.
She's sure it's more than
That'd be nice.
50,000, because the last time she came, and then all of a sudden she said, well, I gotta have
I
this
want one.
certain bed in the back, I gotta have this certain radio in the front, I gotta have this certain lights on the top, and it was like another $20-some thousand.
Okay.
Marketplace.
Fix
Well,
it.
we all could have difference of opinions on what it takes to do that.
Let's go on to sheriff's. Let's go ahead to sheriff's vehicles.
That's what the sheriff asked for in his budget, so that's what we put in here.
Okay.
Sheriff vehicles, is that 4,000?
230,000, holy cow.
They're all on a rotation?
They're all, yeah, they're on a good road.
Right. Well, see, the coroner's vehicle didn't have any rotation to it. It was just, when Pat Clausen was up here, he came in one day and he was so mad. He said, we're going out and it is so, for the families and everything, it is so disrespectful because we're picking them up bodies in these old crappy van that he says, honest to God, I can put my hand right through the side of it. It's so rusted out. And we got a better one then, a used one. It was better. And now
Old was
we're going to this. I don't know if this is the right route.
Okay.
Help us figure it out.
We'll do it.
Then the old jail renovation.
Old jail renovation, is that where I'm down to?
Yep.
Okay. This is another one that I think that the 10 of us need to sit down and really talk about it because I'd like to see it gone. That's my opinion. We're getting ready to spend, what, $150,000 on mold remediation?
That's what this is.
That's what this is right here?
50,000.
But we're going to, we already have a contract, so we are going to encumber that 68,000.
How was it, please?
Okay.
He's gonna finish out his.
Courthouse.
That's what we
Remember
agreed
that?
to.
Okay.
Is that right?
I was just.
I can't see spending a lot of money and not knowing if it's gonna work or not, and if next year we're gonna have to spend that much money again on unused building to keep the mold down in it. I'd rather just drive the bulldozer through the thing and haul it off. Now, that doesn't mean I want the whole thing to go. I'd like for now to keep, I think, to keep the emergency center.
911.
in it.
911
Yeah,
center.
911 center. The cell part, every time we come up with an idea what to do with it, no, that won't work there because of this or that or another, and so it winds up being a dead elephant laying there. And so definitely, in my opinion, we need to knock down the cell part and get rid of it. Now, should we do away with the whole thing? We've got a room out here at the new jail for a 911 center.
In the new jail or the Cottage Street?
In the new jail.
New jail.
New jail.
There was one designed for
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
the
they,
new
that
jail.
one room they're using for storage, that were originally was
Yeah.
supposed to move
I
all
think they-
911 up there. But they, in the
changed it to
process of the
storage.
planning designs, nobody realized there was no closet or no storage space.
So
So
we need
they
to buy
stole it,
a
but that's
storage.
all set up, because the 911 problem was, is if they were gonna go to Flora or anywhere else, they have to have a special door, special lock, special system. And that place is already set up to have the 911. It was where it was supposed to go, and it was mixed up in some way.
You used it for storage.
Tony knows about going to the new jail?
Run a bar entry.
Well, the problem is,
Because when I
the-
talked to Tony and that, he.
well, the
sounded
problem
like-
is that the wiring for the 911 is also going to be an expense to
Yeah.
have it all rewired.
Phone
it's a catch
lines,
22.
all that stuff.
I mean, we, before, this was before you guys came, but we looked at all this, remember?
Yep,
And it was like 475,000 to.
right,
Right.
right. So the question is, do you want to pop for that much, or do you want to save this building and run it the way it is down here
For another
and
6 months.
take away the cells?
I think we're gonna have to have an executive session and make a plan going forward. I mean,
Yeah.
we've kind of talked about that multiple times throughout the meetings. I think we gotta get together as two bodies and figure out what we wanna do going forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Joint
today's not the
session.
day.
And we're ready to do it.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Joint
Okay.
meeting. Yeah, but not, yeah, for sure not today.
Okay.
Okay?
Manor,
Heck, I don't know.
manor.
Manor septic lines?
Had a lot of problems out there with the septic lines. And I don't know exactly where we are now, but, this Manor septic lines, yeah. It should be worked out. I mean, we should be coming to an end to this great expense because we got the new line. See, we used to run across the field to Packers and then out. now we're going off the new line that's come down through there for the jail.
Right.
We should be getting ahead
Should
of
be
the game on
fixed,
this
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we are, aren't we?
So we really don't need 25,000 then?
No, that's
No,
for
we do
also
need-
repairs.
We do need that
That's
too.
not just
Not
septic.
just septic lines. Okay, sorry, me bad.
This, generator at Annex Building. Do we need a big generator at a emergency management center? You guys gotta decide that. Sometimes it comes down to these things and we think, let's send it to the council, let them figure this out.
These were requests that they received.
Yeah.
Although, when the power goes out at my house, I don't have a generator.
So whoever's in charge of the EMA, you might want to talk to them. Is that you?
Yeah, we've been doing that.
Okay.
Good luck there.
And then the last one,
Is for the server, computer and server.
the computers and server, and we came, and Randy helped us with this, that if we would do a 5-year plan, we need a server. So next year would be the server, and the next 4 years would be to upgrade computers that are needed. Not, I mean, we've done a lot of them that, with 11. I think we're all 11s now. And then just keep going like that. But if we didn't need it, we didn't spend it.
I would hope that'd go down in the next year or two.
No, but I'm just laughing that I just remember that we.
Okay,
I
so
feel like Kathy.
where we at? Good?
Are we done with me?
I think so.
We'll let
Thank
you
you,
go.
Bill. Appreciate you.
Done, avoid the.
We won't whip you the post or nothing.
Yeah, they're ready.
I don't have to.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Next,
But as soon as I said something, you would start laughing.
Amy is page 11, Amy?
Yep.
Go home and vacuum.
Page 11.
Extension or
I
fair
would.
first?
Let's do fair first.
Say, I think.
A lot of this is same as last year.
Everybody's just getting tired.
You're doing, I think
Page-
one of you said extension, one of you said fair.
Extension
I don't
Department.
Extension first?
Yeah.
Yep. We are very close to last year.
Okay,
So,
so we're probably not needing to talk too much about that.
No.
Okay.
As for the contractual services, Purdue asked for a 3%. So you'll see a small increase on those two line items.
Oh.
And then for our county staff, our office manager and our part-time secretary, we put in 10% increase. We definitely think they're worth that, but we know whatever you work with, we just wanted to leave that much room for whatever you settle on for county employees. We're leaving office supplies the same, computer supplies the same. What we would like to do is postage, since we are going a little bit more electronic, we would like to move $1,000 from postage. We had $5,000 in this year. We'd like to take that down to $4,000, and we'd like to put $1,000 of that into professional development to help pay for dues and trainings and things like that. So we're feeding our budget from places that we know we've got extra at. Mileage, we're good there. Really, the only increase in our extension office budget is this county has always been pretty much 2 educators. You now have 3 educators funding you. So you have a full-time youth educator, HHS educator, and an ag educator. So we are lacking a little. We had to get an extra computer since there's 3 of us now. So instead of $2,500 in computers, we need $3,200. So really, our budget, besides the increases in salary staff, we need $700 extra in computer. So that's where that is. So
Got it.
other than that, the fair, the 4-H youth, the equipment repair, and our office rent all stayed the same. So we're quick and easy on that one. So really just a $700 increase and moving $1,000 from postage to professional development.
So quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
Where did the third person come from?
So what we do is,
Health and Human Sciences is Karen Crum, and I am your ag educator. So and really, your budget is kind of set up old. Purdue, like many, many moons ago, like we're talking 10, 15 years ago, instead of having these out to where they're a 4-H youth development and an associate educator, they have now wiped those to where they're one line item, and it's Purdue Contractual Services Extension Educators. So we could set that up that way.
Probably should update and move
Yeah.
forward.
Well, we receive contracts from Purdue.
Yeah,
And
and
that's why those are in there.
well, and I think what they've done is,
I don't know where the third one is.
so what it is Purdue bills us for one set amount. So this coming year, you will get a bill from Purdue for $55,383. Okay, so if you combine the two line items that I have requested for, that $27,691, that adds up to the $55,383. So I can work with you to get you the right, like we could just make that top line item the 1,000.1 contractual extension educators.
We have, for the salary ordinance, if you have an extra employee in that, we have to have that all listed on our salary ordinance, and this has to be broke out separately.
So how Purdue works is you're not paying our salaries, you're paying for a contractual, it's kind of like when you take your car to the body shop. The mechanic gets paid, you pay a shop fee of $60 an hour, but the mechanic only gets paid $20 an hour. That's the way we are.
Well, I understand this. I mean, I
Yeah.
understand that. That's been like that for a long time. I
Yeah.
agree with you. But where's the third person?
Gotcha.
That, if I can.
Yeah.
So we have a executive director, youth, one
That's what
person,
she's asking.
an office manager, one, and an associate extension educator. Would that be the third?
No,
We
so,
don't have an associate educator
yeah,
anymore?
well, do you want to jump in?
Okay, in the past, Carroll County had 2 extension educators,
Yeah.
okay?
I really don't want, I'm not being rude, but I don't want to know about the past. I have to go off of the salary ordinance.
And that's what he's trying to explain to you.
We've had, in the past, they had 2. What they are doing now is the 4-H youth is full-time in Carroll County. The HHS and the A&R,
We
the
don't
ag,
have those on our salary ordinance. I don't know what you're talking about.
You have to say what they are.
they were, animal and,
The associate extension.
well, yeah, on there it was associate, but they were dealing with the other things. What Purdue's doing now is they have one person working half-time in Carroll County doing part of what the associate did. And then they have a second person that's doing the other half of what the associate did.
In Clinton County.
And, yeah, well, Karen does it half-time in Carroll and half-time in
I
Clinton.
know that.
So we have her working 80 hours, which would be incorrect here.
Well,
So this one's gonna have to be adjusted.
So, in a long story short, Joanne did not update with the way Purdue updated from 10 years ago. There hasn't been associate extension educators for a long time. It's been contractual services. So, yeah.
Well, as a council person, I've always been taught the salary ordinance needs to match your department, so we need to get this fixed.
Okay.
We need to know exactly who your employees are, how many hours they're working, where they're working, and what you're paying them, I guess. Is that correct, Beth?
yes, it is.
Yeah, I
But
can't-
see,
So you're telling me she hasn't been doing this right for years?
So,
We're not paying that person. We're paying
we are Purdue
Purdue.
employees, so you're not paying our
Thanks.
salary. You're paying for contractual services. So you're paying for our services, not for our salaries. So,
So it shouldn't be in a salary line.
So it shouldn't even be in here.
So, I mean, but that's how you filed it too. It's not just Joanne.
I filed it based on how the past had gone. In Clinton County, it's in.
I don't,
We need to talk about this
Yeah.
later?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
save it for later.
Yeah,
Okay?
we can move that around. It's
We'll
the
call
same
you.
amount.
Yeah, we'll call
I can
you.
get with Beth and show you how, or how it's listed
Well, I
on.
can't change anything without their
You keep
permission.
going to Beth, but we're the council, we have to
Yeah.
decide
Okay.
if we change these.
And on
Okay.
the salary ordinance, it does say Purdue contract, and that's
Yeah.
what we were told. I mean,
Yeah.
even by Gretchen, I think.
Okay.
Right?
I think we got last.
When you first gave us that to sign, we had to sign it at the beginning of the
Through
year,
this budget.
or at the end of.
No, it wasn't, that would have been Karen back in January.
Right.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah, it wasn't
take that
Gretchen,
today.
so we'll get,
I knew it wasn't
Let's have her
you,
come
so I
in.
mean,
Yes.
it was Karen that brought in.
so
this.
you would like this then moved to contractual services where it should be then?
Sure. Wouldn't
Okay,
that be
I
right?
can-
We have to discuss it later, we can't do it
Yeah,
right now, 'cause
yep.
we're already behind, so.
We can
Okay.
do that.
All right. What
So-
else we got?
We can talk, but just so I can be able to explain it to them, maybe.
Maybe
Maybe you come back when we're closer to going through the budget.
Yeah,
The 4-H building, 34.
You tell me when you want me to be back.
We will. We'll get a hold of you.
we'll have to call you.
4-H building, 34.
34 yet.
Yeah, if you want to go
Let's-
through the fair budget now.
Yes.
Okay, only thing on it, custodian's fine, operating supplies is fine. The utilities and lights is way, way under. So, we're trying to get all of our records straight. Kind of Joanne had taken care of those in the past. So we're not exactly for sure how much under it is because whatever is not paid, then it gets thrown over to the 4-H exhibit board to come up with. And we're not exactly for sure how much that was last year. So I'm just right now asking for $300 increase on
Okay.
that to help out. Repairs, $26.50 is fine, and then disposal service of $7.50 is the same way as the electric and the lights. Is we know it's not enough, so I asked for $250 to bring that to $1,000. So, and then the rent is same as at $10,000. So basically, that's an increase of $550.
Okay.
So
Very good.
utilities and lights, is that where you guys pay part and the county pays part?
Actually, I think for what it is the county is to pay, this is for the week of the fair and stuff. So actual fair, well, it's more than the week, but the heavy fair usage right in that week before kind of time, right there is what the county pays. The exhibit board does pick up extra, like when they start turning on, like we've shut the power off. Pretty much now, it'll stay off until they start operating again, about April-ish. And usually the exhibit board picks up like those first couple months, but then when it is the fair and it's the public time, the county pays for that.
Okay.
And we do give, normally, I think the last year, maybe 2 years, we have given edit funds to the fairgrounds also.
Okay.
So,
I think that's it, isn't it?
if we wanted to bring in better entertainment, more activities,
Yeah, and that's probably goes to the
Or a community.
Florida Community.
Community Club. That has nothing to do with Extension or 4-H.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for your input. Thanks. Okay. Sue Hartman.
Here we are.
63.
Oh, boy.
just want to go over like your major changes, or?
I really don't have, I think, yeah, I don't really have many other changes.
Okay.
I mean, my pay staying the same, Abby's stipend staying the same. I am gonna have some extra funds coming from White County that I wasn't aware of, that, I don't know if they sent those yet or not. There was, Judge Thompson in White County sometimes will have extra for CASA, and I wasn't aware of that fund since I started 3 years ago. So it should be a chunk, so that'll help me with my expenses.
What's the fund?
I have no idea. Abby just mentioned that there was money in White County that they'll be sending, so.
And this for your CASA?
Yes, it'd be the
Goes into this
non-reverting.
fund. That's what.
Yes, we need to have a meeting, and you and I, just so that we know exactly There's been
Okay.
a little confusion as far as transferring funds from White County to here. There was a little confusion.
And your other one is grant funded, right?
Uh-huh.
So you're good to go.
Good to go. Thanks, Sue.
Thanks.
Okay. Dustin, you don't have too long. Jump up here. Let's do you next. 29, please.
I thought it was supposed to come out of here.
Okay, well, I'm still Dustin Green, Miss Beth. Council members, I appreciate your time. I know you guys have had a trying day. It's almost time to go. I took over in October of 23, and I quickly noticed that a lot of things needed to change. State standards being met was the biggest one for me, you know, and which hadn't been upheld in years. But into 23, our cash totals were $61,434, with the waste management bill being $29,416.76. The end of 24, $82,600, with the waste management bill of $30,787.66. Within that year that I took over, we were up $21,166, with even though the waste management bill only being $1,370.90 more throughout that first year, you know. So there's been great improvements made there all around, you know, every way. And even this year, we're in line to meet the same numbers as 24. One thing that I'm happy for myself personally is the recycling, which is numbers that, you know, you guys don't really see, don't know much about, you know. 23, 3370, 91 is what we had. 24, 69, 92, 29, more than doubled in a year. And that pleased me right there, because I know I'm managing it right. I know I'm doing the things there that haven't been done before, because that number just doesn't happen on its own. And in 25, right now, we're at 55, 84, 93. You know, we still have this last quarter to go. All my numbers are, you know, basically going to be up again, you know, and I take pride in that. It's a big deal to me.
And that's why you're asking for how much of a raise?
It's 10%, which sounds like a lot. I know it sounds like a lot, but see, the thing
Everybody
is,
else asked for that too?
well, I know, but see, 32,000 of mine is actually grant money, so I'm not asking for that much from you, because I'm for, you know, keeping my facility open and working for the community, you know, but you know, I've already.
Why do you think 32,000 of your is made by a grant?
Because that's what it is. 32,000 of my pay is grant money. All of my part-time pay.
From the landfill. The landfill.
For my recycling. That's actually all, that's recycling.
Okay.
So you turn it in or we turn it in? I turn it in, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's recycling, not a grant. Is that right?
It's not a grant.
It is.
But it is a grant that we ask for reimbursement for our recycle, and we can go up to 60% of his salary, and then the two part-timers are 100%, so we ask for all that back.
Yep.
I think we've already got 18,000 so far.
Yeah, I think last year was like 17.9 or something like that.
I think we got the whole amount last year, because we couldn't get any more. We turned in more bills than what they could give us.
I tried talking to my district manager this year, just try to, you know, get more money, you know. I mean, that's what I'm going to try. Anytime I got a bill or something too, any repair or something like that, I try to see if I can squeeze it in under grant money. And
But
you know,
you have a grant and we have a grant, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, but then I guess.
Everything else looks really good.
This is a big one. Remember last time you were out there, I had a leaky skid steer?
Oh, yeah.
3 services, in-house, $450.48. No labor, brother. That's a $5,000 estimate if you take it out. If you take it out, that's $5,000 right there.
We talked about it. We've talked about it. Just leaking the drive system.
He's saving us pennies.
Yeah. Two cylinder rebuilds and the main control valve.
Yeah.
New valve kit on that. Didn't.
You guys stay on budget.
Well, that's a big deal, because I saved $5,000. I didn't have to come and talk to you and say, hey, I need more money. I need more money.
This is next year's budget.
Yeah,
That's
well.
okay.
He's selling himself.
I'm selling myself. You gotta know I'm worth the money because you gotta come out to my facility to see it because nothing's more satisfying than somebody driving by and saying, "Oh, I passed the transfer station. I didn't even know it was there." That makes me feel good about things. So,
Good.
so I've done that. I used to work for Dick Creek back in the day.
Don't leave though.
That's funny. That's funny. That is funny.
We got you, buddy.
Yeah. No.
Everything else looks good.
Yeah,
Looks good, yeah.
everything else I didn't ask for much. The repairs and maintenance and scale repairs, I just wanted a little bit more just to be prepared.
Okay.
You know, because if I can do it in-house, I will. I've
Okay.
fixed the scales twice on my own, and that's $325 an hour when I have them come in. $325 an hour.
Yeah, good job.
So, I mean, that's
All right.
just, I want you guys to know the seriousness that I take, and it's not a sit-around facility, you know?
Yeah, good job.
So, yeah.
This
We
guy
appreciate you.
comes in and he'll say, Miss Beth, can I have a second of your time?
That's a minute.
A
'Cause
minute.
it's just 1 minute, that's all I ever
You know,
need, it's
and
1
it turns
minute.
into not.
He's a
1
gentleman.
It turns into 20 minutes.
minute. Can you imagine?
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good
Appreciate
day.
you.
He's a nice, positive, hardworking guy.
Kim,
Really is.
okay,
Yeah. I really want to bottle that and sell a fortune.
75.
Holy cow. I can't.
I'm not gonna be as bubbly as him, I guarantee that. He seems fun. I'm the last one of the day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. So much for that being on early schedule, huh?
75.
You say, I'm way ahead, so you come in early.
Well, he called.
We
Oh,
were,
yeah, Bill,
but
Kim, you know, he called everybody. I'll bet you any amount of money.
Did you? I thought I was special.
Didn't you, Paul?
yeah.
You went out there and texted everybody. Come in early.
mostly. Yep,
That's okay.
75.
Okay, the first one's my donation account. It's, you can,
You're going.
4108.
Yeah, 75.
75, okay. Sorry.
But that's just funded by her cash, so she's okay.
Yeah, I have to do a budget for her anyways, but it's hard to determine what you're gonna get anyways. So that's kind of just
Yeah.
off the wall. No.
But state requires it, so.
Yeah,
So 79 and 80, is that where we're going?
Yep.
Yes.
yeah, this is my 4,900 budget.
All right.
Okay, a lot of these things stayed the same, or I moved some numbers around as far as my other items. Maybe I didn't need $4,000 for cleaning supplies, so I put that money
How
somewhere
much was your
else.
percent, I'm sorry, how much was the percent raise you're asking?
No, never mind.
8?
8%? For, across the board, everybody?
No, just me. That's
8%
20.
for you, okay.
Yeah, it comes out like $25.
Assistant superintendent, I see.
Now, I put a full-time one in there. I just need some help out there. And I would be happy with a part-time one. Someone to take some of these calls that are 11 o'clock.
Isn't the raise more like 16 to 20%?
Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah, it's not a,
yeah, that's,
I think it's like 18%, just off the top of my head. but-
yeah, because,
Well, it comes at $25 an hour. Which
Yeah,
is
because-
unreasonable.
I think it's around 16%.
because
Okay.
4 would only be 50.
Yeah, that's not right. So you're basing it on, you want $25 an hour?
I don't think that's unreasonable for what I do. But the assistant, like I said, I put it in there. This is the full-time amount I was asked for.
At what rate?
At 40,000 a year.
You have an hourly rate?
Hourly rate?
Oh, I don't have their hourly rate on here.
Okay, that's fine.
So my other-
Cooks part-time?
And like I said, for the assistant, I would take a part-time person a few days a week, someone to take some of these extra calls and do scheduling and menus and people calling off. I just had a message back there. That'd be very helpful. I did ask for raises for all of my people. So my full-time housekeeping aide, just my aides, I asked for $2.
From what to what?
From
Are you
13
going
to
on, is she
15.
going on the list or she going on her list, or we skipping around?
You need to go through
It's
by this.
32,240.
Yeah, cooks and
Your
cooks
budget
PT.
paper.
I got one from last year.
Housekeeping aide, she's not going on.
She
her
jumped
list.
down one.
She's jumping around.
Okay.
Nope.
That
So
you had
we
to
asked
check.
you who it is, because like, our next one is cooks part-time.
Yeah.
So can you tell us what they make now and how much you
Cooks
want?
make
78.09.
13 now, I asked for 14.
There we go.
I don't think everyone should be on, yeah, ask me, because I don't have that paper.
She's gonna give you one, right here.
Housekeeping aides, full-time, same thing.
Kim?
Housekeeping aides, full-time or part-time ones?
Kim?
Yeah, full-time one, $2, yes.
$2 raise?
Yes,
What do they make now?
Well, that's
13. 13.48 is what she makes.
I know, but she's.
Okay,
here
so I didn't get that.
now.
What, can you tell me that?
13 wants 14 for the cooks part-time, housekeeping aides full-time, $2 raise, 13.48 to 15.48.
I'm not writing
So my
it down.
aides are
I don't have
basically
it.
$2. I don't think the cooks should be on the same tier as the aides, it's the same as laundry. They don't even work a full shift or do as much as the aides.
So the next one we have is maintenance part-time,
I left him the same.
housekeeping aides part-time.
Oh, $2.
There's an increase on the
Wait,
maintenance.
on the maintenance, you've got it 7,800 from.
Oh, you know why? Because last year on the budget, I was negative in that column, $1,044. So I upped it, but he's cut some hours too, so that would cover his expenses.
So you were negative on a salary, so that means the salary wasn't calculated right.
It's part-time, so when it's
It's from the budget from last year. Yeah, he's part-time. He can work up to 25 hours.
But you can only
But-
work what's in the line.
Yeah, he was, well, he worked whatever, it was
If you're in the
negative.
red, that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, it was negative in that column. So that's why I asked for more, but actually, I cut some of his hours, so, when it comes to the weekends.
So
Well,
you
you
don't
know,
need more then.
He was trying, well,
So-
I don't from this, no.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask a question, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
So you're gonna give some of your part-timers a raise and some not?
No,
Okay,
everyone. But aides are not gonna be the same as cooks. and-
Okay.
Or laundry, because they don't
I
even
thought you
do-
said that that one wasn't gonna get a.
No, for the
raise.
laundry and the cooks, I asked for $1. I mean, they'd be happy with 50 cents, it's been years.
So our next one, the one we were talking about is maintenance part-time, and you're gonna cut his hours, so.
I already did,
So you need 74.88, the same as last year.
because he's working around 20 hours a week now instead of the 24 that he was getting. I base it off of 20 hours a week, but he's
So
working
you want
15.
7488 still then?
Is that what I had on here?
No, you
Have
had 7,800.
If you're cutting
You want
hours.
7,800 or 7488? That's the
Just
question.
do the 74.88.
Okay.
Well,
Because he was getting hours, and I don't think he was working, so.
so he's only supposed to have so many hours in a week though, right? 25 a week?
He has another
and-
job, he works for Flora.
I don't worry about that.
25.
So we can figure up whatever it
Okay,
is.
stop, this is getting really confusing.
What?
This is getting really confusing.
He's wanting to know hourly, what he's making
Yeah,
hourly.
he's only supposed,
So,
so there's a salary and he can only work so many hours, whatever it adds up to, right?
The sheet right here?
Yeah.
Has all that on it.
Yes, I'm just saying, like, she's asking for that, we could figure out what
And
it
he
is.
doesn't get any more money, he's been
Yeah.
set at $15 an hour for whoever set that test market or whatever, so I didn't.
So you're giving him the top of the
Part-time
range?
Yeah.
So 15.
He's already been set at that since I got there.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Housekeeping part-time,
Yeah, all them too.
$2 a raise.
All aides too. Cooks,
Laundry attendant, part-time,
they get $1 an hour, so 13 to 14.
$1 raise. Medical supplies, you went to nothing, and you normally have 700. $2,011.
I don't know, I don't even have my paper. Did I miss that one?
You must have.
medical supplies, you were budgeted 700, but you didn't ask for anything.
You-
Oh, I didn't have it on my paper.
You still need the 700?
Yeah. Yeah, because we almost hit that. We ended up at 645 at the end of last year.
So in our paper, we're gonna change zeros down.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't even see that I missed that one. I thought I got every
Office
line item.
supplies just went up 100, food is the same at 20,
Mhm.
cleaning span, 3,000, miscellaneous papers. Repair furniture, buildings and structures raising up 2,000.
Yes, I've got 2,500. For maintenance to building, repairs, buildings and structures, had 5,000, I've upped it. Yeah, I say, same, 5,000 from last year.
It was 3,000.
I have 5,000 on last year's budget.
3,000.
It's 3,000. You want 5,000, right?
Yeah, because I kind of went off the last year's budget, which is budget status report, 5,000.
Well, that is what it says.
That's what I built my budget off of, is just using last year's budget.
So maybe
Except a
ours
few
is
things
wrong.
I switched around, like extermination fees. We have a contract with Ajax to come out every month. It's $100.
I don't know. It does. It said 5,000.
It did. You want to see it? This,
No, but I'm just saying that maybe it was an earlier copy of what we finalized.
this was given out January 8th, at the end of
After
the year
the first of
budget.
the year.
We'll check it.
We'll check it.
Okay, utilities going up 3,000. Fire alarm system, same. Furniture, appliances up a little bit. Extermination went up.
Yeah, I have a contract with them,
Who's your contractor?
Ajax. And they come out and spray. It was infested with mice, I guess, when Brenda got there.
How often do they come?
They come every month, but sometimes they skip months. So like, they haven't been there since July. I had to call them the other day and say, where you're at, because we're starting to get bugs. It's mouse season because of harvest. So,
Make sure we don't pay for those months.
nope, I have to have a receipt.
Who's your disposable service?
Waste management.
Waste management.
Again. We gotta,
Somebody else for trash? Somebody else?
Check prices with
Everybody-
somebody else.
waste management,
What is
it's trash cans.
Oh, yeah, that's who we use in town. I just had to call Waste Management because they tried charging us $250.
I know,
for,
everybody's price went up.
overage, because they didn't come on Tuesday, the week before, they came on Wednesday, and didn't let us know, so they didn't pick up.
Who do she use for?
And then next week, they picked up on Tuesday, and it was full.
We
because
gotta
they-
figure out if you have a contract with them, and we need to switch it.
She would have a contract. You
Yeah,
need to
that's-
look
That's
it up.
where they get you. A lot of people know that they can sign a 3 or a 5-year
Well,
contract.
I'd like to call them and
These
say,
new ones, they're having you sign a 5 years.
the county of, Carroll County is going to switch everybody if you don't bring this down, so.
So other people's having problems with the same stuff. Well, I called them, and she's like, we're gonna waive this money off. I'm like, well, I hope so, it's not our fault, it's yours. You didn't pick up.
All right, that's it?
Yeah.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
I'll just get it when I'll just get them later.
Okay, Kim, thank you very much.
Long day for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're just getting started.
Now is the good part
It's
of
a short day.
debating and.
Stop it.
Right.
Stop it.
An hour early.
I love this stuff.
Hey, I'll tell you
I
what,
think it's so happy puppy.
I like it better if I have chocolate.
Thank you, Kim.
You had chocolate.
I know, I need more chocolate.
Done?
I went through
Huh?
and
Adjourn?
Turn it off?
current year
To adjourn?
salaries, and I'm talking just
And you guys,
in general,
can we leave our stuff
and
here?
it's well over
Yeah, let's adjourn.
We still record.
We're not in a meeting.
wage increases.
She
Now,
just
I
said
left
it.
the sheriff where he was, and that
You wanna make it?
Motion to adjourn.
too much.
Second.
Some a little, but.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All passes. Okay. And we can leave our books right here, right?
Sir,
Again?
Yep.
it'll be locked up.
All right.
Is that about what you thought it would be?
I was hoping it was more than that. That's surprising.
I have a,
More what? You gonna say
He
what?
asked me to figure out